Well, hello everyone, welcome to Laurence Plays, and it's Wednesday, so that means we're going to be doing some more XCOM and probably getting everybody horribly slaughtered, so advance apologies for that. Let's see how things are going to go. So at the end of the last stream, I was starting to have some serious Elerium related problems. Partly because all of these modernised fighter craft I've been building get through. I don't know how much of it, but they get through some of it as fuel anyway. So we've been burning through the Elerium, keeping all the lightnings up in the sky. The lightnings and the other one, the the other thing I've got. Hello, Tack. Welcome to the stream. Um, and also because I keep getting my soldiers killed, and therefore I keep making more and more and more of the flying armor. And the flying armor is kind of pricey. Let's have a quick look because it's one of those things. Here we go. Flying armor. That takes 16 Elerium each time I build one, which doesn't sound like all that much, but when you have 14 guys in a squad and then you lose one or two each mission, it all tends to add up. Hello, Blake. Hello, Tristan. Welcome. So I've decided that I'm going to start using a little bit less flying armor and a bit more of the power suit. Where is it? It's not the personal armor. Oh, I'm already building some. That's why it's not showing up there. The power suit, this one, because that doesn't tell me what it takes, but it takes a lot less Elerium anyway, and that's the that's the important thing. The other thing worth noting is that I have stupid amounts of money available now, so money is no longer an issue. We don't need to worry about that. And I was actually looking just before the stream started. I was having a look in the stores at where all the space has gone. I was going, okay, we've got 23 units worth of heavy plasma clips. That's quite a lot. 22 of Elerium. That's again quite a lot, but we're not going to get rid of any of that. Now scroll down. I've got 145 of alien alloys. So I think what I'm going to do is transfer some of that off to somewhere else. I was considering maybe demolishing one of these and making another psionic lab, but the problem is by the time it's actually finished and we put some people in it, it'll be 2 months off in the future, and it's just taken so long to even get some people done in the first psionic lab. I don't even know if it's really worth it. That said, I do have a decent amount of storage. Well, I have some storage space down here. How's this one doing? Stores are there's room for another 70 units of stuff there, so let's transfer some to cigar box. Let's send over some alien alloys because we've got so much of it. Let's send like 600 of them or something like that, I think. Hey, Madman. Yes, there may be some dying. We shall see how it goes. We shall do our utmost to try and keep everyone alive. But you know, there's aliens out there and they have big guns and it's a little bit scary. So yeah, at the moment I'm sort of relying on the psionics to take the edge off how frequently people die. The problem is we haven't actually got the psionics yet because we're still waiting for the end of the next month in order to be able to do anything about that. So yes, it's problematic. There we go, nice around 600. So we'll send that over. It's $48,000 to send it. Fine, I've got 23 million. It's fine. Still seems rather expensive. We need to do something about the new version of FedEx or whatever. So now that takes us down to we've got 94 units of storage remaining. So I think that means I can demolish one of these and not feel too bad about building a facility, building another psionic lab in here. I don't know whether I'll ever actually get to use it. Hopefully I'll finish the game in the next 54 days, but we shall see. It may well be useful, but we'll find out. So this brings us out to the geoscape and seeing what's going on in the world. So last time I was very much going for the let's just swat down all of the UFOs and then basically ignore them approach. So that's what we've got. What we got? We've got some a crashed sectoid scout there. Cancel. We've got a crashed sectoid terror ship there. Lovely. A crashed sectoid scout there, a crashed sectoid scout there, and then this one. This is a sectoid harvester, so that's a little bit more worth going after because there's going to be a few more goodies on there. So currently we're sending out the B team in the Whippets to go out there and have an investigate, poke around over there, see if we can, and hopefully recover some Elerium because well, Elerium is what it's all about at the moment. So that is the cunning plan at the moment. Not the lightning, the other one. The little blob here, the firestorm, has now flown back from shooting down one of these UFOs. So that's good, I suppose. It means we can use it for the next one. And I think we've got just about enough time to get Whippet over to here before sunset. So it'll be a daytime mission and then hopefully reasonably survivable. So yes, we'll let's head over there. I shall start up a how many soldiers do you think we're going to lose thing? Is that this button? I think it's this button. Yes, there we go. So we'll do a start prediction and with that one again. Yep, there we go. Right. So place your bets, everybody, or at least those of you who aren't in those of you who are in countries which will allow you to place bets on the internet, you may place your bets. So this is this. Bear in mind, this is the B team. However, they've got a few more suits of armor because we've not been getting them killed quite as much. So we're going to fly them over and see how they do when they get there. They've got a decent set of weapons. It's only sectoids, but there will be at least one enemy on the ship over here with psionic abilities, and I can't remember who the psi-weenies are. So we're just going to send everyone in with laser rifles. We'll see how that goes. Oh, you can bet, so you just don't get anything from it. Well, that's fair enough. I mean, to be fair, everyone else just gets bagel crumbs, which aren't really worth. The only thing they're really worth is sort of mild trolling of me. So yeah, it's yeah, you're not really missing out on all that much. Nobody said hydrate, but I'm thirsty, so I'm going to do that anyway. One to two corpses. That to be fair, that does seem like a reasonable bet to go for. Yeah, it's a sort of that's a mission that's gone fairly well, but somebody had a bad day. So we're going to give Peter we're just going to give everybody laser rifles basically because we can. So you've got, what do you need? Oh, a bit short on smokes actually, but we'll give Peter one because he's apparently right at the front, which is why he's come up first like this. And we'll give him a torch. Oh, he's got a smoke in his leg pocket. Apparently that's the thing. Okay, that looks like a pretty good loadout. We've got a psychic football for no apparent reason, but he's easily strong enough to carry that around, so that's fine. He's got a rifle, he's got smoke, he's got grenade, he's got lights, he's got prox mine, he's got a med kit. So that seems like a pretty good loadout. Let's go through and give this to everybody, at least as far as possible, until we start to run out of stuff. Okay, we'll have somebody with a rocket launcher. Why not? I mean, we've got the rocket launcher. Let's go out there and play with it. It's always fun to blow up stuff. This mission was somewhere in Africa, I think. So I don't remember what sort of terrain we're going to be landing on. So I don't know whether we're actually going to have farmhouses to blow up. But let's go in and see how things go. Oh, hello. I guess we won't actually be doing the immediate deployment of smoke thing because there is an alien right there who needs to be shot in the face like that. I said he needs to be shot in the face. Thank you. Jeez. Okay, that's a little... Pete, what have I told you about landing right next to the UFOs? Goodness sake. I think I might actually do a little bit of a deployment and a scout because I am once again, as usual, somewhat paranoid about Pete having landed us in the middle of the UFOs. Although actually, yeah, let's drop Peter down here first, and we'll immediately spot another alien. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do at this point is Fish Food is going to crouch, and this guy behind him, Altrius, is going to throw a smoke grenade over his head, I hope, and that will hopefully give us enough cover that alien over there won't be able to return fire when we inevitably miss. Oh wait, we can't do that. We can't start. That won't explode until the end of the turn. Damn it. I wish these things would explode immediately. Anyway, let's try and take the alien out. Hopefully, and if we do, there's two possibilities. Either we hit him or we don't hit him. Hopefully, if we don't hit him, he won't get scared enough to return fire. But he is facing this way, so he might do. Peter, you might be in trouble. And you are a number 7 already, so it's all down to how well you can shoot. Ooh, right in the... Yikes. Double yikes. Meep. Okay, these sectoids have got tougher. I'm pretty sure a laser rifle blast to the face should take out a sectoid. Also, there's another one down here, so that's a little bit alarming. He hasn't taken any damage from those hits, which is quite nice. I appreciate that. Let's try and finish this one off. What was that? Nope. Please hit him. I was sort of hoping well, no, I was actually hoping the sectoids would have used up all their time units with the reaction fire from the first time. Oh my god, what is going on over here? Why are there so many sectoids outside? Well, that one is not in any sort of cover whatsoever. Let's just shoot it. There we go. That's much better. That's what you're supposed to do. Jeez, I'm glad I put that smoke grenade down now. Where can I put you? Yeah, if I put you there... You'll have no time units left because you've got a rocket launcher. That's unhelpful. I mean, it's very helpful. It's just not what I want right now. Let's put you with the rocket launcher. Let's put you up here, out of the way. I might use him if absolute emergencies happen. Like nobody can hit this remaining sectoid. Right. So now you're up in the air. Hopefully that'll mean you'll have a slightly better angle at this bloody sectoid down here. Or maybe not. Come on. Right. I don't even. Just go upwards. That'll do. The worst thing about all of this is that whilst we've dealt with 2 of the sectoids we saw on landing, but there's still another one we haven't even seen yet. We just know it's down here somewhere because it keeps shooting at somebody. There we go, finally. Well done, whoever that was. I think it was Mike. Yes, well done, Mike. Thank you for actually hitting something. You have a promotion. Okay, Hippo, you're to come around to here, I think, because we know this. Oh, no, that's too far. He's not going to be able to shoot from there. But at least we'll get eyes on the... Yeah, Pete, you've landed right on top of a massive cloud of sectoids again. What have we told you about that? Can you get to there and still shoot? No, you can get to there and shoot, but there'll be a wheel in the way. This is really unhelpful. Can you do a snapshot with 17? You can do a snapshot. Okay, a snapshot might be enough. Or you could just shoot the side of the engine of the ship's engine. That is also apparently a possibility. Not the preferred possibility, but apparently it is a thing you can do. Everybody back here is really, really slow. They've all got like 50-something time units. Can you get to there? You can get to there, but you won't be able to shoot. You can get to there, and similarly, probably won't be able to shoot. This is annoying. Let's put him here. And hope that from here... No, there's a wheel in the way. I thought there might be. And if you move, you're not going to be able to shoot. Oh, actually, you might be able to. Might be able to do a snap. Nope, not enough time units. Alright, get back behind the wheel. You've moved your all, haven't you? How... Oh. It's frustrating when you get into this sort of situation. I could try and hot potato a grenade. That's a possibility. Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised by Mike actually hitting that alien. Not so much because it's Mike, just because everybody else was being so bad. Firing accuracy 58 is not bad actually. 58 is as firing accuracies goes, it is fairly good. Right, let's try some hot potato. So, Madman, I need you to prime this grenade like that, and then throw it at Mark. Mark, I need you to pick up this rather suspicious-looking grenade on the floor next to you, and then run outside the UFO to probably to here. I don't know how many time units you're going to have left. Let's bring you to here first. A throw takes 12 time units, and you've got 23, so that's 11. If I move you to here, no, you're not going to be. Are you going to be able to throw over the top of the UFO? Let's find out. The Sky Ranger. Let's find out. Can you throw to here? No, you haven't got enough time units. Oh, for goodness sake! This bloody game. Raging already. Okay, so how are people doing? We've got Hippo here. Hippo here is rather exposed. We've got this guy up here. 31 to do a snapshot with the rocket launcher. I could move him up and then try and fire a rocket down to about here. Let's do that. Let's move him up one and then see where we can fire a rocket to. Can we get one here? What do you mean not enough time units? Oh, for goodness sake. I despair. Right, okay, we've moved basically everybody. We've just got Anima left who isn't going to be able to get out here and do any kind of anything useful, I don't think, due to sheer lack of time units. Yeah, I can't even. Okay, so now Mark's fine. He's holding the grenade. He's got his finger on the "Don't explode" button. So Mark is actually going to be absolutely fine. That isn't an issue. The person who's in the most danger is Hippo over here, because this alien can see him, basically. Although that alien did shoot Peter a couple of times. Peter has been hurt, actually. He's not picked up any fatal wounds, so that's unfortunate, but not dangerous. Well, slightly dangerous. These guys might be in a little bit of danger because they are sort of visible by this guy. But I think the one who's in most danger is Hippo. The fact that Peter has taken all those hits without having any serious injuries suggests that this guy has got some relatively minor weapons. So things might be okay. And we're going to pop some smoke. However, Hippo's not going to be in the smoke, so we'll I guess we're just going to have to see what happens. So there's the smoke. Alien is going to wander off. That's acceptable. I approve of that plan. There's some psionic nonsense going on. Peter is now under alien control. Well, okay. Stop that. So the good news is we brought oh no, I was going to say the good news is everyone brought laser rifles and therefore they're reasonably harmless against each other. That appears to not be the case. Fluxter here has taken quite a lot of damage and taken 4 fatal wounds from that. So maybe it's that the laser rifles can't penetrate flying armor and ground pounder armor is a little bit more vulnerable. That's unfortunate. And yeah, as you say, he was shot more or less in the back. So that's... I don't know how much of a difference how much of a difference range makes. I don't think it makes any difference the amount of damage that it does, but it does mean that all 6 shots hit him. So yes, that might be part of the problem. It was a lot of shots, yes, and therefore quite unfortunate. Okay, somebody around here who's got a med kit. Mark, you're going to have to wait for a minute because you've got a grenade in your hand. Yes, you can't do anything else with that until you've done something with that grenade. No guard, you've just done lots. Hippo, do you have a med kit? You do not. Bet these two both have medkits. Does Fluxter? Yeah, Fluxter has a medkit. Okay, okay, right. That's not so bad. That means that someone like not No Guard because he's done stuff, but we can bring Mark down here. No, we can't. Mark's got a grenade in his hand. We can bring Mike down here. Does Mike have his own medkit? He does actually. All right, that's even easier. Let's do that. Use the medkit. Torso. Heal. 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 Right. I don't know what to do about Peter, because Peter the panics. But let's get this guy away from him at least to start with. Yeah, let's move him to here. Yes, we know about that one. Move over here. Okay, so this is the corner. We'll stick you in the corner and leave you there for now. Okay, let's do some recon. We've had a bit of a... I mean, it's not gone too badly so far because nobody's died. And that is my definition of not going too badly. But we have had one guy getting the mind pokies, and things are not going too well for him. So let's just generally do a little bit of advancing and see what else we can find. Okay, there's another alien. That's kind of good news because we are out here to try and deal with aliens. So let's... you used up all your time units, didn't you? Yeah, that's fine. Who else have we got? We've got this guy here. So if you come out of the ship like this, and then you can take some shots from up there. Is there still 1 wound left on him? Oh, crap. Thank you. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Please hit. Okay, I'll take that. It took 6 shots, but laser rifle ammunition is free, so yes. Oh, I should put Peter on my list of Psiweenies, people who are just destined to only be allowed to carry laser pistols, if anything. So we've got, on the other side, we've got Peter. The 7th. So, Fluxter down here, still wounded, you say? You're right, he's still got 1 fatal wound, so he's got 27 turns before he dies. But yeah, I do want to get him patched up when I can. Mike can't do anything there. Hopefully Peter won't do anything too drastic in his next turn. Right, let's get Altrius out, and we need to carry on deploying. Basically, is what I'm trying to say here. What? Okay. Is this? I can't really. Oh no, there's someone in front of him. That's why he's taking funny routes. Okay, let's fly this guy over here. Oh, he's a grounder. He's only got ground-based armor. Okay, we'll put him in the smoke bubble over here then. Then we get Al out and I said, Al, that one, yes. Out and put him over against the UFO over here. Please stop shooting people. Be much appreciated. Makes me jump every single time. Madman. Yeah, again, let's just get you out of the ship. Stop telling me about him. I know. You make me think I found another alien. Or rather, you make me get so used to hearing about him that I don't react when we find another alien. That's probably a more serious problem. Okay, is that everybody? No, we've got Caladrian up here with the rocket launcher. Okay, well we'll have you do a little bit of a look around, see if we find anything else that we can just blow up with extreme prejudice from high above, and leave you up there ready to lob rockets off at whatever we see. Okay, we've got Lobster as well. I don't recognise this ship shape. I don't think we've gone up against one of these before. But I mean that's fine. There are oh, there's one. Okay, Lobster, you're gonna have another go at trying to hit something when you. Oh, good shot. You're getting better. I was maybe the first salvo you fired off was just sort of getting your rifle zeroed so you could then hit things later on in the mission. If so, I can kind of accept that. Has been marked right. Okay. That's a good point. We should do some. Yeah, we should get him to do some safety squats. To be honest, actually, the rocket is. You can't do safety squats in the air. The rocket is probably the least lethal weapon any of our guys have. I'm pretty sure it does less damage than the laser rifle. So if he does drop a rocket in down here amongst everybody, it probably won't matter. But despite that, I think I'd still rather he didn't, because it's a waste of ammunition, and you never know. He might get a crit or something, whatever the equivalent is in this game. Pete didn't let you test the rifle out on the flight over. Yeah, that's very very mean of him. You realise you are supposed to do that before you leave the base. You're supposed to make sure your weapon's working properly before you leave the base, and not spend your entire time talking to people and turning up late for the mission. Oh, hi. Please don't shoot him in the feet. I said please don't. Oh dear. Well, shit. Oh god, there's a lot of them out here. How many of them are there? Blimey. And now Al's under alien control as well, and taking box shots at the engine on the ship for some reason. And blimey. Okay, well, whoever guessed 2 might be right. So that was that. Oh, Mike has panicked. Peter is back in the room. We lost one person. We lost Lobster to being shot in the feet repeatedly by this alien, and then some flak came out of the ship as well. Jeez, that was a bit of an alarm. A bit sudden, and just a bit much in general. You can't see anything over there because you're panicked. There's another one. There's one over here. Okay, so we've got 3 sectoids outside, one of whom has panicked and dropped his gun, so we'll go after him last, because that seems like the way to go. I think we're just going to start shooting and just killing sectoids, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's probably why Mike panicked. You're right, Tristan. Yes, because you were a high-ranking officer. Yeah, well, because you were killed, Mike panicked. Come on, Fluxter. Shoot the sectoid. What are you doing? Just keep shooting until he hits it. There we go. Finally. Okay, next up we have Peter. Let's go after this one because he's still got a gun. Oh, good shot, Peter. I approve of that. At least one of your shots won't hit an enemy this mission. I approve of that to an extent. Right, and there's at least one more inside the... Oh, that's the guy who's been mind-controlled. Okay. Who else have we got over here who's prepared to, do stuff? I've just had a horrible thought. That, I think, is Mark's body, and he was carrying a grenade, so that's good. That body is going to explode next turn, and Mike has panicked and gone running over there, so things might go badly for him. Oh, and Fish Food has moved far enough that he can't now do any shooting. So let's move him out of the way. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, that was the mind control. Oh, for goodness sake. can't get anyone to a good position where they're going to be able to do anything useful from here. I think this is time for prox mine actually. So now it's an alien grenade. Prox mine. Yeah, the B team are not doing too well at the moment. So let's put prox mine there. There goes all those corpses, but c'est la vie. Corpse collecting is not a particularly high priority. There's not enough time units. Let's try and take out one more alien if we can. Nope, no such luck from him. I feel like this game has, I'm not going to say suddenly got harder, but it feels like it's got quite a lot harder. And to an extent that makes sense because we are later on in the game. But I feel like the sectoids have got tougher or get worse, more dangerous, which is odd because I sort of expect them to stay essentially to carry on just being, you know, sectoids. I could try and get a rocket in now. I won't be able to get a rocket far enough in to get him in the blast zone, I don't think. Does it drop down to? What do you think? Do you reckon Caladrian has a chance of threading a rocket through this gap here and taking out both of these sectoids in one go? I doubt it, to be honest. I think I'm just going to fly him over this way and see if there's any more, because I had a feeling I saw another sectoid over here, but I think it might have been one of these two. Yeah, all right. Let's give it a shot. I mean, we've got this rocket launcher. Why not try and use it? The main actually, no, I'm not going to, because if he does, he'll blow. It'll probably hit the outside of the spaceship here. And whilst Mike has got a thick enough armor to easily withstand it, the prox mine that I dropped over here will get destroyed. And the prox mine is probably the best chance we've got of killing one of these aliens if they open the door and step out. So I think I won't do that. But I will move him a little bit further over this way so that he's out of sight of the thing. No, the grenade won't go off. The grenade will simply get destroyed because XCOM has a weird 90s way. It doesn't really think blowing up a grenade with explosives just destroys the item, because when there's an explosion, any items in that area get destroyed. It doesn't do what you'd want and blow the grenade up with a larger explosion. Oh, that's a good point. Mark's grenade's going to go off. You're right. Oh yeah, I should have just fired that rocket in there. Oh well, never mind. Too late now. He's way out of line with it with the doorway. Yeah, I mean, yes, okay, yeah, but you sort of expect that sort of thing from chrysalids. You expect chrysalids to come in and destroy everybody in one go because that's what chrysalids do. You don't really expect it quite so much from sectoids, because sectoids are meant to be the relatively weak enemies that you get right at the beginning of the game, and so then later on, so you don't expect them to do sort of massive to slaughter your guys in quite the same way, which is part of the reason I sent the B team in. Yeah, chrysalids, you expect it. And maybe I'd have been slightly more careful, I'm not sure. I was being slightly careful. I don't know. Yeah, yes, and that's what I sort of mean. If you're going on a chrysalid mission, you expect things to be scary and dangerous and to have lots of death happening. Oh, that guy in there in the back is carrying a stun bomb launcher, so he's much less dangerous than anyone else, which is nice. At least he's probably. I think that means he can't do anything to harm my guys, and it does mean even if I'm wrong about that and he can harm them, all he can do to them is put them to sleep, and that's not the end of the world as long as we can then shoot him the turn after. Okay. Ah, right. Okay. Yeah. If it's a downed UFO, I don't know. If it's a downed UFO, you can have some suspicions that it's going to be a chrysalid mission. Because if it's a big one, and you go in and there are snake men around, then there's a reasonably high chance of there being chrysalids, basically. Right, everyone's gone. So that explodes. Alien movement, okay. White. Oh, okay. I was going to say white. Mike's under alien control this time. That's actually a good thing, because he's the one who panicked. Al's gone berserk. Okay, that's not helpful. Stop shooting at Mike, please. I know he looks like an alien. Oh, we can shoot that alien if you want. That's acceptable. Okay. Sort of acceptable. Right, okay. Let's take out this guy, because he's dangerous, because he's got an actual gun. Thank you. Let's ignore Mike, because whilst he has turned to the dark side, he's unarmed now because he dropped his gun somewhere a little while ago. So that's kind of okay. There is a door over here, which is where this guy's working his way over to. This ship is a strange shape. So let's have a look inside. That was a medic in there, so he's not so dangerous because he's got a stun ball launcher. Also, he's run away. We're not going inside with 25 time units left. Let's bring a breaching squad over and get them sort of ready. The fact that we haven't seen anyone from here suggests he's probably not going to come bursting out of this door and try and put everyone to sleep. So we might be reasonably okay there. Let's sprint no guard over to join the fun over here. Caladrian can carry on with his gradual advance towards the side over here. Actually, let's pop him air as well. Use up his time units and get. Oh, okay. There is another one. I wasn't expecting that, I have to admit. Fluxter can do a bit more target practice because he definitely needs it. See what I mean? Oh no, that was. Could you go sort of somewhere between those first two shots, please? Mate, I know you've been shot. Oh, there we go. I know accuracy goes down when you've been hurt, but that was ridiculous. Oh dear. Oh yeah, you're busy panicking. You've spotted Mike. That's fine, and you are appropriately disturbed because of it. I like how we have what appears to be a viewing gallery up here to watch the cow mutilations going on. We'll bring Hippo over here to join in join the breaching party. No guard is on his way over but hasn't got there yet. Altruis has panicked. Okay, who's left? Caladrian's moved. Hippo's moved. That appears to be everyone. Jeez, that's a little bit alarming. Oh, I should check the squad for injuries actually, since we've had a bit more shooting has happened. So Peter has been hurt, but is no longer injured, so he's healed there. Fluxter is still gradually bleeding out, but he's got 25 turns to do it, so he's probably gonna be all right. Yeah, that's it. Altruis has taken a massive morale hit. Otherwise, morale seems to be okay. We've been killing enough aliens that everyone has cheered up after Tristan getting shot, so that's quite good. So currently, we've got some dark areas over here, which we're going to gradually explore, probably mostly with Caladrian at the way things seem to be going at the moment. We know there's at least one medic probably inside the ship, although I think he's retreated upstairs. And there's at least one psionically capable alien who's doing things like mind controlling Mike and stuff like that. So, but they're probably going to be upstairs well, they're going to be on the bridge, which I imagine is probably at the top of the ship. Got a lift here and a lift here, so we'll go up and have a look, and whatever that pink stuff is over there. So, yes, gradual progress. Oh, and I should make a note about who else. So who else has been mind controlled? We had Al and Mike. Altruis, Mike, both not the best at keeping the aliens out of their fragile little minds. Okay, looks reasonably quiet in here. Can't quite get there. Get back round this corner then. Anyway, right, there we go. So, Al, you do still have your gun, despite going a bit nutso earlier. So let's send you around here to have a look in this way. You're one of my fastest people, so you're sort of vaguely useful, which is but also you keep panicking, which is significantly less useful. Let's continue with using Caladrian to explore, because why not? He's not going to be particularly useful inside the UFO, so he might as well trundle around outside. Fluxter, I guess you might as well come and join back in again, because there's no point in leaving you lurking all the way out there at the back. Peter, I'm going to keep you out here though to provide. Actually, probably you and Fluxter out here to provide any covering fire that Caladrian needs. Mike, I don't know if we trust you with a gun. So let's take you back into the Sky Ranger. See if we can find a slightly less powerful gun for you. Perhaps a laser pistol. That seems like a good idea. Should probably do that with all the other guys who've been getting mind controlled as well, really. Is that everybody? Yes. I'm... Oh, Al's under alien control again. And so is Peter. Okay. I think we... Okay, well, there's that medic again, so let's dispose of him quickly while we can. And then I think we might just need to charge straight... Don't shoot the cow. Thank you. We might just need to go charging straight up inside the spaceship and try and find the alien that's doing all this mind controlling and tell them to stop it, basically. So let's send Madman round here. Going up. This is a one-step lift. Great, that's helpful. I think I might bring him back down again, actually, because he doesn't have the time units to do anything useful there. Bring Hippo round as well. And I think I want a 3-man squad going up here. And then we can perhaps bring No Guard over this way to take the other lift as a second one. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, there's a gap up here, and there is a door up there as well. Actually, that's a good point. I could fly someone up there and investigate what's going on the other side of the door. That's a good idea. I'll do that. I'll do that in the next turn. Yeah, the cow had already had its head removed, I suppose, before we shot it. So it's probably not too bad. And yeah, we've done some very impressive butchery along the lines there. It's we're quite good at that. No, Zilmi, I've not renamed my stream. It has always been Laurence Plays or Laurence Streams. So no, you must be mistaking me for someone else, I'm afraid. Maybe I just have one of those faces that looks familiar. Right, Mike, you are allowed to have the laser pistol. You can also have a look around over there. You can keep an eye on. Is that Al over? Is that Al over there? I forget. I think it was. Who keeps getting his brain poked in unfortunate ways. So yeah, keep an eye on him. And that way, if he does shoot at you, he'll probably be doing it. It probably won't hurt quite so much because you've got thicker armor on the front. Right, I'm pretty sure there aren't any more aliens outside, but we shall see how that goes. Yes, it's a cunning smoke and mirrors is causing the neat cow cutting over there. Either that or very skilled butchery. We don't know which. So I think what we're going to be doing now is leaving Mike and Peter out. No, Mike and Altrius out here to sort of potentially take pot shots at each other as their brains get poked, and then try and do something useful with the other 4 guys we've got in here. That seems to be about the best idea I've got at the moment. Oh, and Peter as well getting his brain poked. Could people please stop exploding? Because grenades are kind of pricey, you know. Right, so what we're going to do with this guy is going to bring him up to here. We're going to have a look through this door and see what we find. 20 time unit, we're going to go back out again. So that is literally just a door you can open and then have a look out to have a look at the cow. Okay, fine, lovely. Right, let's send Madman up in the lift again. Through that door. How do you get upstairs? There must be another lift in one of these 3 rooms then. That's an interesting ship design. I suppose it makes sense for defensibility purposes to have all the lifts and the doors go to basically the same place. Okay, well we'll queue up outside this behind this door, and we'll basically advance 1 room at a time because that's the safest way to do things, I think. So we'll push through into here, find out what's in this room. Maybe we'll let No Guard explore this area. I'm not sure I really like that idea of him doing that on his own. But I also don't really like the idea of sending Altrius or whoever the other guy, or Mike in, because they'll probably just get mind controlled again. So I'm tempted to just sort of leave them down here where they're probably not going to cause any issues. Actually, Mike's got the pistol, so we can send him in without too... But then they'll probably get shot by Peter, so... The question is how much we care, but... Yeah... Oh dear. Yeah, going. That's true. Going in alone means nobody around you is going to get mind control. That's very true. Oh, you did mention the. Yeah, actually, I remember you mentioning your AI enhancing mod for XCOM. To be honest, I think given the trouble I'm having with it with it as it is, I probably don't want it to be any harder. Seems like a very bad idea. I don't think a gas mask is an option because I don't have a gas mask. So, sorry. Mike's under alien control again. Typical. Okay, Peter, you can at least move inside the UFO, and that way we've got Peter, Mike, and Al all separated from each other. So even when they do go a bit crazy, they won't be going crazy at each other quite so much. Hippo, you're actually quite quick. We're gonna use that. What's through this door? Okay, it's a corridor. This is a weird design of UFO. I suppose the idea is to make it take longer to get to these back rooms where there's presumably lifts going upstairs if you don't have people who can conveniently fly up the easy way. So let's come around this way with you and join in. Can you? Which the best way for you to get to here? Oh, through that door over there. Okay, that's fair. Move you to there and you to there. Right, and the next turn again we'll breach there and we'll go over and investigate that door. No guard. You can stay there. That's probably safe. Very much probably, but you know we'll take what we can get at this point. One of these guys did get size up. Yeah, Anima is suffering a bit on the psionic front as well. So I think we may have another psionic problem person up here who's already upstairs. So that's not good. But we'll just have to see how things go with that. I think I can't leave all the people who get psi poked. Okay, just stop shooting. I don't care. We can't leave all the people who are getting psi poked outside because we'll just run out of soldiers. Oh, for goodness sake. Speaking of running out of soldiers, I feel like I almost have. In fact, let's have a look through this door. Okay, that is, as I suspected, there is a lift there, and that's going to be what takes us up to the top floor and presumably the bridge. So let's get over there and just generally get ready for stuff, whatever happens. Right, I'm down to 3 people who are useful and trustworthy. Peter's panicked. Altrius keeps getting mind controlled. Mike keeps getting mind controlled. Who's this? Oh, that's Pete. That's Mike who's got mind controlled and then ran out over this way. Okay, fine. Oh, and we've got Caladrian over here with the rocket launcher who's just sort of flitting about above the flitting about in the air, just making sure that outside is definitely actually safe. Fine. Just keep going. Oh, they're moving. There's a lot of mind controlling going on. But it's all just panicking and berserking, which is kind of okay. Okay, yes, you've done some shooting. You can stop now. It's getting old. Okay, I don't think we can risk going back downstairs again. We need to push forwards and try and, you know, actually investigate the bridge of this UFO. However, my paranoid side strongly suspects that the opening closey we've been hearing is this door and probably the one opposite it, as the aliens keep glancing, having a quick glance through to see if we're approaching them and coming in to attack them. True, I could have gone over to that one as well. That is certainly a possibility. No, that's left hand. Put it in the right hand. Probably makes more sense. I don't know whether my soldiers are ambidextrous or not. Is there anyone down here? Have you got flying armor? Yes. All right. Let's have the C team, which is the people who keep panicking all the bloody time. Try and come up this way in a slightly different direction. See how that goes for them. Or just stand there and panic, I suppose. That's also fine. Hello. Please stop mind controlling my friends. How many times? It's 17 for an auto shot. Okay, let's try and get a double kill. Or let's just discover there's a wall in the way. That's fine too, I suppose. Let's use Hippo. He's got slightly more time units. Yes, we know that's why you're stepping into the room here, to shoot him. Like that. Thank you. Okay, there's more aliens somewhere. That's interesting. I was hoping that would be the... with there being two of them in there and no more obviously visible, I was hoping that would be the lot, but maybe there's one hiding in the darkness over here, in here, or in here. I guess we'll continue to look, although Altruis won't. Maybe Anima will have a look. We'll find out. They've been playing with the doors, though. So there's a door there. There are some doors up here, I suppose. I don't know. Oh, you think it's the mind control people? Mm. You could be right. Well, I'll end a turn in a moment and we'll find out. In fact, I'll end the turn right now and we'll find out. Nope, they're still around. They're still aliens. And we didn't see any move. We didn't see anyone come out of here. And that's the only door on this floor that we don't know about. So I think they must be up here. So hopefully that means when Hippo comes through here, opens this door, we'll find an alien right there, and we'll shoot it in the face. And that'll be the last one. It's not the last one. Oh, good. There's always another secret. I mean, alien. There we go. Bloody hell. That was much harder than it should have been. I should not have lost... I feel like I shouldn't have lost 4 XCOM operatives on that, but it was just sort of to jump scares, largely. They just poured... We landed too close to the ship, and they just came pouring out, and I hadn't arranged my people in a suitable way to be ready for them. And the armor wasn't good enough, and yeah, I generally didn't do very well. Yeah, it's Pete's fault. I blame Pete. But we did take out 16 aliens. That's not bad. And we recovered 9 navigation, 13 food, 7 surgeries, 90 alloys, and a parsnip and a pear tree. So, yay. On this side, so, there was a lot of people changing into their brown trousers. We've got some accuracy boosts for Peter and Nogard. Peter's were mostly from shooting friendlies, I suspect. Otherwise, and some time unit buffs as well. Mike has got a little bit faster from all that panicked running around. We've run out of electroflares, medkits, prox grenades, and smoke grenades. So basically everything you throw or use, we need more of. Great. We've had a couple of promotions. That's always nice. And we've lost some people. So we have lost... my page of people we've lost is getting kind of full. Let's start another page. Free food. Huckster. Lobster. And Mark. So these are all unnumbered people. That's quite impressive. Lobster had 17 kills. He'd done well. I'm surprised Mark probably should have a number. I don't know what his number should be, though. Okay, do we have more people in Cigar Box to replace them? Yes, we do. Okay, cool. In fact, let's do some naming while we're waiting for it. So, while we're flying back over. So, you. Fish food 2. No, go the other way. Fluxter 2. Giant lobster 2. And Mark 2. None of them are any good. Oh, actually, that's not true. He's got quite good firing accuracy. That is pretty good. Is there anyone? Oh, is there anyone else who's waiting for it to be have their name reused? Yes, lots of people, because we'd had an absolute slaughter in the previous run, by the looks of it. I'm just going to check this is the case. If we go over to Bagelville and look at soldiers, have I? Yeah, we are very, very short of soldiers. I think I need to buy about a bajillion more soldiers. Okay, let's do that then. I think we'd had quite a lot of slaughter going on recently, so we'll have another 10. I'm pessimistic. We'll have 15 over here, and we'll have... Nope, not that one. And we'll recruit another 10 over here as well. I'm glad I've got plenty of money. Also, while we're at it, we'll sell off some of the junk that we've picked up from recently, which is these surgeries, the foods, that one, and some of the navigations. corpses. Elerium we're going to hang on to. Right. And yeah, we need to buy. Oh yeah, we need to buy more throwables, don't we? Which is no, not that one. That one. So we need smoke grenades. Oh, we don't have store space. What do we know? It's just store space. Oh, I don't know. It was probably because of all that. It's those alien alloys I shipped over. All right. Well, while we're here, we'll build some more general stores as well. Here and here, because that seems like a good idea. Let's build another Psi lab as well. Why am I allowed to build there? That's very strange. I shouldn't have been allowed to build there. Oh well, never mind. As good a place as any to put it. Why did it take 34 days to build that one and 24 to build that one? Oh, it's because that's... Oh, it's because it's waiting for that one to finish and then it's going to build that. Okay, so fair enough. Let's cancel that. And put it where I actually meant to put it. Scilab goes there. And then... Apparently you can right-click on these and get this window up. So we'll put some more people into training here. And the same over here. Oh no, we're already full over here. Okay then. Right, so we didn't get any Elerium, which was the main reason I went after that. We're not going to go after this one, because that's going to be just as bad as that last... It's going to be just like the last one, except there's going to be loads and loads of... whatchamacallit? There's going to be a load of cyber discs there, so it's going to be even scarier. So we won't touch that one. We'll just let some time pass. And we'll find a battleship. Yay! We can't do anything about battleships, because we can't take them on. They're too big and scary. Oh yes, I need to do the outcome of that voting, don't I? Choose outcome. The outcome was 3 to 4. Boop. Prediction result is 3 to 4. Nobody won? I saw a couple of 2s, but no 3s. Yep, nobody thought this would happen. Okay. So there's a battleship over Antarctica. I can't, yeah, as I say, I can't really do anything about a battleship because my craft aren't tough enough to go out and take it on. So we'll just let it cruise around. Load of stuff has arrived at Cigar Box. That's good, and some rifles at Bagelville. Okay, that's good. So we can sort of spread the stuff around a little bit, and everyone can be properly armed and armored, or at least armed and reasonably armored. There's that battleship again. Oh, no, it's made it all the way up to the North Pole this time. Either it did a long flight without anyone seeing it, without us seeing it, or it's a different one. Okay, we have 2 battleships flying around above the world at the moment. Part of me wants to try and intercept it and shoot it down, but I'm pretty sure that would just lead to me getting my own ships wrecked. So I think I'll not. My biggest worry at the moment is that they might come over and attack the base, because I don't think I've ever actually done a base defense mission in XCOM. I think they're looking for me. At least all my soldiers are there, so we will be able to defend it. I can't murderize the battleships. They're too big and scary. Oh, there's one's landed, though. I can set... No, they've both landed. Okay. We kind of have to go after it, I feel. Do we have any soldiers in armor and anything? So we've got most people in flying suits. We can take the flying suit away from Gort. Away from Jeremy, sorry, because he's injured. Give it to Gort. Give a flying suit to Arcane. And take him in as well. We're still very short on armor and we're still short on basically everything, including troops. No, not Levin. Leave him behind because he's... Okay. I think we're going to have to go in and try and deal with this. So, of the crew, who have we got? Who's known soft in the head? I honestly don't know. I think we've had so much churn of the troops, and churn is a polite way of saying everybody's just been killed. Okay, Ed is a scaredy pants. Sam, I think, is a scaredy pants, and Tack is a scaredy pants. Pretty sure Oh, Beth might be as well. Bagel's been killed. Take him off the list. Yeah, okay. Right. So we're going to go in slowly with the lightning. We have 10 people. That's better than nothing, I suppose. And we'll try and do some surviving, I suppose, and try and discourage the aliens from doing any surviving. Okay. Oh, actually, what's the equipment on the craft? The lightning equipment. So we've got 10 people. We have. We'll take 6 laser rifles. I think this is probably going to have cyber discs on it, so I want to have the heavy weapons as well. So we want heavy plasmas for everybody, which we've got. Plasma rifles are now that sort of in-between of being basically useless. They're powerful enough to be dangerous to other XCOM troops, but not powerful enough to go up against the cyber discs effectively. So I'm not going to bother with those. Laser rifles are the opposite extreme, so those are worth having. They can take out sectoids, but they probably most of the time don't really generally take out XCOM soldiers. Generally, mostly. The Psiamps we've still got in our kit, even though we're pretty sure we just can't use them at the moment, which seems very unfair. Got the grenades. We've got some stun launchers. I'm not taking the stun launcher. Oh, actually, yes, I am. Let's give the not that many. Let's give the stun launchers to the people who just get a bit scared, because they're going to be more effective against the sectoids than the laser rifles are, because they won't be able to. I think they do more damage, and they're an area of effect weapon as well. So that's worth having. Okay, that'll do, I think. Unless there's anything really obvious I've missed. So, what have we got? We've got, oh yeah, so I want to intercept with Lightning 1. Let's go to the nearer one here, just because it's nearer. And hopefully the ship won't take off before we get there. And we can go in and have an investigate. So, let's see. How do you guys think we're going to do this time? I didn't have enough flight suits, so I've got 1 or 2 people with power armor and everyone else with flight suits, because we don't have enough flight suits. We haven't got the we have got some Elerium actually. We could just about afford to make a couple more, but yeah. So known scaredy pantses. Zucker is not a known scaredy pants, so we'll risk it. We'll give him a heavy gun. Sam is a known scaredy pants, so we'll take his laser rifle away and give him a stun ball launcher. Calcim, not a known scaredy pants. He gets a big gun. What's that? Oh, it's a Psiamp. Okay. Of course, yeah, of course it's a Psiamp. I was just only looking at that bit at the bottom, because it looked like these 2 squares were one thing and this bit at the bottom was something else. Yeah, I'm confusing myself. Tack is a known scaredy pants. You get a stun launcher. So you're going to spend most of your time reloading, I suspect. You can have a prox mine if you want, that's fine. Yeah, Sam can have prox mines. Excuse me. We're not going to give the alien grenades to people known scaredy pants. Luna, as far as we're aware, does not have any. Does not have an easily invadable brain, so we'll give her appropriate weaponry and a medkit. And a prox. That's not a prox mine. And a prox mine. Why are you suggesting skipping the medkit on the on the people with stun launchers? I mean, it seems like being a medic would be a useful thing they could do if they're going to just run around panicking all the time. If they're running around, they're not going to be able to hurt anyone with the medkit, I hope. So they might as well just be carrying it for reasons. Okay, you can have a laser rifle, I guess. That seems to be about the best we can do. Oh wait, why's Biomon got a stun bomb? You aren't on my list of scaredy cats. You can have one of those. And that means I can then give Beth a stun ball launcher like that. Nope, that's not a stun ball. That's not a stun ball. There we go. True, yes, in theory I'm better off giving the medikits to other people. They don't tend to panic all of the time, so between their panics they can go off and heal people as and when required. Or if they shoot someone, they can then go over and patch them up and say sorry. I think it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Okay, Biomond. Take a look outside. We've found an alien already. Where is it? Is it in the barn? It's in the barn. Of course it is. And we haven't brought a rocket launcher this time. So we're just going to have to deal with aliens in buildings the old-fashioned way. So we'll put you there. Oh dear, there's a cyber disk. Now I wish we had brought explosives. No, actually, no, I don't. I don't care about high explosives. They're not going to be particularly useful. Next. Arcane, right, come out here. Continue shooting at the cyber disk, because that's basically what we're going to spend our entire turn doing. Especially if you shoot like that. For goodness sake, hit the bloody cyber disk. It's massive. Well, you're scaring the building quite a lot, I'll give you that much. But that's not really why we're here. I mean, I know I make jokes about not liking buildings and stuff like that, but if you could just hit something other than the walls, that'd be nice. Okay, protoplasm. Can you get a stun ball through that window and hit that alien? You can. I am confused. I'm pretty sure that sectoid should not have survived. I say survived. Should not have taken the. What have you spotted now? One there. Two up. Oh, there's another one in the build. Yeah, that sectoid should not have been able to take that stun ball to the face and not fall asleep. I'm pretty sure. I think the game is engaging in some form of hacks and shenanigans, and I am not impressed. Let's hit him with another stun ball, or not, as the case may be. On the plus side, the alien has opened up the wall a little bit, and therefore should make it a little bit easier for Tack to hit it with the stun ball. Yes, like that. Exactly like that, in fact. Good. Minor progress made. Okay, next we have Sam. You may see a theme here, where we're just going to come over here and not be able to do that at all. Okay. Right, now you can see them both. Okay, so we'll try it again. Now, my worry here is that, yes, we've knocked them out, but there is a risk of them getting back up again. Now, at least they won't be armed if they get back up again. My other worry is that I've given so many of my soldiers stun guns because they are scaredy cats that none of them have got real guns for purposes of shooting cyber disks. Okay. Oh my god, we found... You see, and the sectoids are definitely getting tougher because there's no way those two should have survived a cyber disk explosion. And yes, barn party, because of course it's a barn party. More problematic is that Muggins here has used up all of his time units and therefore can't get out of and is now in the way for me to get out here and shoot those guys. And presumably if I move him to there, he's not going to be able to shoot down there with the stun ball launcher because there's everything in the way. There is a wall that you can walk through but can't shoot through. And then there's Muggins here who's just in the way generally. Oh, goodness sake. On the plus side, we've destroyed the cyber disk. On the minus side, there is indeed a sectoid party going on in the barn, and apparently everybody was invited. No, the stun ones won't have been killed. Whoa. They probably won't have been killed because they were upstairs, and explosions in this game are two-dimensional. However, it has taken the floor out, so they might have fallen down into the bottom. In fact, we might be able to see if we switch over to map mode. Yeah, you can see there's the corpse of one of them there, or at least the body. I don't know whether it's probably not dead. And the other one up there on the first floor. So no, the explosion didn't kill them. However, if we conveniently managed to take out the cyber disk first, just like that, then this guy would have fallen downstairs, and we'd have I don't know what we've done. Maybe when we shot him with a stun ball launcher, it would have taken one of these guys out. But all of these people outside have used all of their time units because that's how things get how it goes. Well, virtually all their time units. Maybe Ed can do a reload. That's not how you reload. No, not enough time units to reload. Yeah, we can't get out because Luna is blocking the doorway and is refusing to move. 4 time units is enough to move a square, but she needs to turn first in order to move. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's point them all towards the enemy for, as you say, better armor. Those who actually will. Sam has run out of time units in it. The cyber disc was clearly a cyber disco. Right, we're just going to have to see what happens. Okay, I'm kind of okay with that because nobody died. There's lots of movement inside the ship. There's one over there as well. Sam has been brainwashed, as has Ed. You see, this is why they're carrying stun guns. Where are you going? Okay, well, that was a fun turn, wasn't it? So we've had 2 of them just sort of generally wander off like that, but there's a reason. But they are carrying stun guns for a very good reason. So let's use somebody else. Somebody who's still under my control. Can grab a reload the stun gun and move over this way a little bit, so they can see 3 aliens. Which says there's one. Yes, okay. Where's the actual alien? Over there in the middle of the building still. Okay. And the other one went down the side corridor over here. So we'll take this guy over this way a little bit and have a look down there. See if there we go. Now we've spotted that guy. I think from here. Yeah, I kind of don't care. These people who with the bad psionic scores are, and apparently bad aim as well. I'm not going to say they're dead to me. That's a bit mean. They are, but they're basically there to absorb the psionic attacks. But ideally, I'd rather have maybe 2 people out of a squad of 14 or so who are absorbing all the psionic attacks and just left gibbering quietly in a corner. But if I can't do that, then at least if the people who are carrying the stun guns, come on, thank you. What? That was a hit from a heavy plasma, and he didn't die. Goodness sake. Yeah. At least if the ones carrying the stun guns are the ones who get mind controlled, it's not that dangerous. And we can sort of now go in and just wreck all of these guys. And then there's one over here as well who snuck up standing under the lightning. Because that's the safest place to be, apparently, because we can't hit anyone at that range. Oh, for goodness sake. Biomond, you're fired. Oh, there's somebody there, standing there. You've got a stun gun, so just step aside. I couldn't see him. He sort of blended in with the lightning because they're both that sort of shade of grey. Oh, look, another one. Can we have the same sort of, sort of nearly miss and no, in the same place? Apparently not. Protoplasm. Let's have a reload for you. Yeah, the landing zone once again is a little toastier than I would like than I'd like my landing zones to be. Peter's once again dropped us. What was that? Peter's dropped us once again right in amongst the aliens. So we're going to have to do what we can from here. Now, you can't do anything more. You aren't even mine. So, but fortunately, we still have 3 people left up here. So we'll move you out first to here. Oh, stupid game. Let's give Beth a practice shot. Why not? No, there's a wall in the way. Okay, and a landing leg. Okay, maybe that's not such a good idea. Oh yeah, that's where I went wrong. It's because the camera moved up, then they spotted an apparent alien, so they stopped moving, and then I clicked in the same place again. So they just, yeah, I know there's an alien there. That's why you're coming out. Actually, can you shoot them from there? Maybe. You can try anyway. Oh, there we go. Right, so we are now finally in a position where all of the known aliens are down. This puts us in basically the same position we start the mission in, I suppose, technically. But let's not look at it like that. Ooh, calcium's quite quick. I approve of that in my soldiers. Let's get him. Yes, we know it's not actually it's not. They're not real aliens. Just get out here. Okay, so we're now out. We've debussed. We've destroyed one cyber disco, and then there's another barn over here that may or may not have a party going on in it. So far, we just don't know. The UFO is obviously just over here. It's a battleship, so it's bloomin' massive. We're going to carry on sweeping outside and watching for aliens who come popping out of the doors, wherever those are. Is this one of the ones with the... No, I can't remember what design these are. We'll have to sort of take it carefully and just sort of gradually scout it out and see how it goes. Right. But I think we have now... everybody has done a thing. Oh, there's somebody who's been shot a bit. I should probably check that out. Right, protoplasm needs healing rather badly. Where's protoplasm? There's protoplasm. Luna, you have a medikit. You don't have time units to use it, but you at least have a medkit because it's 10 time units to use one. Yeah, not enough time units. We'll do that next turn then. He's not going to die this turn though, so that's okay. Okay, so we're in a... I'm not going to say we're in a good position, but we've got off the bus. We've taken out a building and two aliens out of another building. So things are going sort of okay so far, kind of, even if we have got two people currently playing silly buggers with the mind controls. Oh, I mean, that's... I feel like I should say it's no great loss because he was... Oh, and now Tack is under alien control as well, and Ed, and they're just going to mess around like that. Blam, yes, indeed, straight out of the other party barn, and Biomond is now panicking. Please don't. I mean, it's not the end of the world. That's why you're carrying a stun launcher, but still, please don't. So there is an alien in this barn. We know that. Protoplasm, you can have a reload. That's your last. That's your last stun bomb. Use it wisely. What have you spotted? Is it? Yes, it's him. That doesn't count. Could we please find the alien in this on this building? Okay. Right. In that case, let's try for a straight up snapshot with the. Nope. Our survey said no. Oh dear. Oh yeah, Luna needs to do some healing. Medic! Boop, boop. There we go. We're not going to do the same thing with protoplasm. It didn't go particularly well last time. Let's just try and shoot it with calcium. But there's no line of fire. Okay, can you just pop up into the... No, you can't pop up into the air because you're still underneath the lightning. Oh, he's run out of time units. I swear the aliens get... I've said this before many, many times. I swear the aliens get more reaction fires than more likely to reaction fire than I am. But, yeah, I guess that's just the way it is. Right, that's one of the mind-controlled weenies. So's that. So how are we doing over here? You're panicked. You're fine. So was that shot the one that killed this guy? I think it probably was, but I'm not quite sure enough. So I think I still want to go over and scout out this barn. It looks like it's probably empty at this point, but I don't trust probablys. So we're going to have a bit of a look around in there. We're also going to run Arcane over to this hedge. Stop that. I mean, I know that's why I gave them the stun launchers, but it's still annoying because they've only got like 3 rounds each. So I get control back of them for 30 seconds. I reload their gun, and then the very next turn, they end up just using the... they end up emptying it again, and I have to reload again. I suppose that is the advantage of giving them laser pistols. They can't... when they start shooting, they won't run out. They won't empty their guns because they are literally unlimited. But still, it's annoying. And also, laser pistols. Whilst they don't do it, they're not going to hurt anyone. They're probably not going to hurt anyone. And given the sectoids seem to have been getting tougher, much to my disgust, the laser pistols are probably just going to be insufficient. I should now cross Sam off the list of Psy weenies because he's now a dead weenie. There we go. Oh, the middle doors of the 4 feet. Yeah, I think you're right. That was my sort of vague suspicion, but the upper floors didn't look quite right for that. but I think you're probably right. It's going to be a very funny shape. And a very, very big building to sweep as well, which is a bit upsetting. Right, well, there's only one person under mind control this time, so I guess that's an improvement. Yeah, that doesn't count. But it's still annoying and frustrating and other similar words. I'm finding that the psionic attacks in this game are just, yeah, they're just kind of annoying. Rather, I guess I'm starting to feel they don't really add to the game particularly. They're just an irritant rather than a tactical interesting thing. I mean, maybe I'll feel a little bit different when I actually get psionics myself, and I can start using them against the aliens, and it'll feel like wonderful revenge and all that sort of thing. But at the moment, it's just feeling like, oh, for goodness sake, stop mind controlling all my soldiers all the time. It's just boring. Go over here and have a look through that window. Okay, that's what I thought. That's also, don't care. If I can if I can get control of him back again, at least that'll get me some scouting done. So I'll look at it that way. That's a slightly more a positive outlook for it. Beth, you've not moved yet. Let's put you behind this hedge because why not? As good a place as any. Please stop seeing friendlies and calling them aliens. Oh, you should have reloaded as well. I should. Damn it, that was a mistake. Looney does right. Okay, that's everyone. Everyone who I actually can do stuff with anyway. Yeah. Yeah. And like I said, he's doing some really, really useful recon over here. We're finding out a lot about this UFO that we didn't know before because he's just decided to run off underneath it. But still. I suspect we're now down to a UFO full of aliens. We've probably got the ones that are outside, but you know, it is very much a probably. I'm not going to go charging forwards with no taking no care of anything, because that's how things go badly wrong. I'm going to pick that up again, even though he panicked and went berserk and stuff. I think it's still, I don't know. Still need some people with guns. Difficulty level is not the top one, but the one below that. So second hardest. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. But it's enough to make things difficult for me. It's better at the game. I suspect the game is better at it than I am. We'll put it that way. Well, if you insist. I mean, I wouldn't dream of calling myself a genius, but if you insist, I won't argue. Is that a sort of secret friendly? It is, yes. I think what I need to do, but oh dear. Everyone's moved now. Nearly. Let's put you in cover. I think that's the most important thing at this point. You've got a stun launcher, which is useless. It's loaded now, at least, but I don't think a stun launcher is going to do very much against a cyber disc. Get you to there, and do an auto shot from there, clear across the map, and see what we can do. I mean, you never know. What do you mean no line of fire? What are you hitting? Alright, we'll get you to there then. And then we'll do an auto shot clear across the map and see whether we hit anything. Well, you scared of fence? Yep, you really scared of fence. Well done, Zucker. You're not going to have a line of fire on there because there's a wall in the way. You have a stun ball launcher. I don't know whether it's even worth trying to shoot one of those things with the stun balls. I'll try it anyway, because what have we got to lose? Oh, there's a hedge. Stand there. Apparently we have a stun ball to lose, because she can't shoot straight. That's not enough time units to shoot with. Ah, that is, though. Right, we can maybe get 6 shots from over here then, and some of these might actually hit. I don't know where I should aim for on it. I don't know if it matters. Woo! Maybe we... I was going to say, did you just... That was a perfect surgical shot that destroyed the cover in front of Luna. That's ridiculous. Still, the third shot did hit the cyberdisk, so I guess I can't complain too much, except that Luna is now rather more exposed than I intended her to be. Let's move back into the smoke a bit. That we can do. Yes, at least it hit the wall. I mean, yeah, it was surgical precision. Boom, take the cover out. But still, not quite what I intended. Let's move a little bit closer. And that is everybody. Okay. What? Okay, so Tack was taken all the way into the UFO under mind control to be killed. I've never seen that happen before. And everybody's panicking or going berserk because of course they are. Don't shoot other people in. That wasn't really an enemy, Calcium. That was... Oh, were you captain rank? Maybe that does make sense. Yeah, that is how the game works for morale. We need to kill a load of aliens now to get morale back up again. Where can you actually get an Eldo? I'm just impressed and horrified that they use the mind control essentially to run you all the way inside the ship over there, so that they could shoot you. That just seems mean. And I now have no soldiers to play with. Exaggerate slightly, but basically it's almost that. Everyone is either panicked, mind-controlled, or dead. Not sufficiently stealthy, they spotted you. Need to try harder. There's a lot of mind control as well. And these are just sectoids. When you take on sectoid ships, you're supposed to get 1, maybe 2 enemies with psionic abilities. They shouldn't be able to do this much psionic attacking. And the only people we have left are struggling. Yeah, who'd have thought it? The battleship is designed for battles. And we're going in against a battleship that had landed as well. So we've not even had the losses from a crash landing, which is sort of which is hoping would be a good thing, because then we can get the Elerium from it. But turns out not such a great thing because we can't get anything else from it. Protoplasm has plenty of time units, but a rather feeble gun. If he comes up against a cyberdisk, he's not going to be able to do anything against it. It's just going to laugh off anything he shoots it with. But nobody... Yeah, it's ridiculous. Oh, and now Protoplasm doesn't even have a loaded gun. This is stupid. I have 1 soldier who's actually still functional, I think. True, there might not be any more cyberdisks, but there might be. Is that the door? Yes, that is the door. Okay, there's nobody in the lift. It's probably an alien just upstairs, though. Arcane. We still have Arcane. Good. Not he's particularly useful. He's not got enough time units to be as useful as I would like. Beth has no gun because she panicked. Right, go over there and pick that one up. You haven't been under mind control yet. You've only panicked. So I think this is probably not safe, but I don't have a better idea. But yeah, with everyone panicking, all going berserk all the time, I just don't have enough soldiers to do anything. And now, do I have anybody I can do stuff? Okay, Arcane is still with me, kind of, as much as anybody is. How's his morale holding up? Not too 74%. That's could be worse. Oh, I get 2 soldiers this turn. Wow, lucky me. I can't tactically retreat because everybody is always constantly panicking or berserk, and so they can't move. So I'd tactically retreat. I'd lose everybody but 2 people. It's almost not worth. It's not worth it at that point. I might as well just keep pushing and try and take enemies out, or say sod it. I'm going to go and play XCOM 2 instead because it's slightly less stupid. Oh, that was more movement than I intended. Right, okay. Who can we shoot then? Can we shoot? Oh, he spotted another one. With any luck, if I take out some of these aliens like this, then people will stop panicking, and we might be able to, you know, do something. Oh, at least leave. There we go. Leave the spaceship, so you're not sitting in there. It's quite so much for the sitting duck. Calcium, right? Go and get your gun back, because what else can we do with you, basically? If people, yeah, we've got a couple of kills, so hopefully that'll be a morale boost, and we can have people and we'll have some of my soldiers will actually start being functional again. Hopefully. Or Calcium will just carry on panicking. Either way. Uh-oh. Yeah, it turns out there's another cyber disc. Who knew? I mean, I suspect it would be, just because why wouldn't there be? My hope is that these guys all have... Oh, we spotted another one. Now what we've seen. There's an alien over here somewhere. At least that one's a sector. Okay, we'll try and take the sectoid out from down here, because it's much easier. There we go. Good shooting, Arcane. I approve of that. And we'll get you back outside again. Okay, things are looking up a little bit now. It's got past that about 2 turns ago. Things were incredibly frustrating and nothing was going right. But now we've got this cyber disc in here, which we need to deal with, sure. But we have managed to take out 1, 2, 3 sectoids inside the battleship. So that's slightly better. We've had a bit of an improvement, and you'll notice that's pushed Arcane's morale up to 100%. Protoplasm is still down at about 50%, probably because he keeps panicking. I don't know. Is there a gun? No, that's not the button I meant to press. That's the button I meant to press. Is there a gun anywhere near you? Oh, it's round here. Okay. There may or may not even be any ammo left in it. I don't know. No, I think it's empty anyway. All right. I guess you need to come over here and get a different... I don't know. I still don't really want to give these people guns because they're not trustworthy. Zucker is about as good as it gets around here. He was doing quite well beforehand anyway, but I don't know what I don't even know what he's done with... Oh, his guns are there underneath... Arcane. Okay, we'll move him to there for this turn. He can grab it next turn when Arcane moves. biomon. Okay, so yeah, it's fine. It's just Beth. She's not dangerous. I promise. You, on the other hand, probably are. But we need to have some soldiers. We can't go in with like 2 people. All right, maybe we don't want to rearm Zucker actually in that case. Is that cyber disc still there? It is. Right, let's keep shooting at it then. There we go. Right, and what's the other way out of curiosity? Nothing. Good. Right, get back down out and outside again. It's just Beth, don't worry. Arcane. Well, you're doing pretty well with the running inside, having a quick glance around, and then running away again strategy. So we'll carry on with that. 30 time units is probably enough to do this. Oh no, it's not. Damn it. Not enough time units. That's a little more exposed than I wanted him to be, but we'll have to make do. Do I trust protoplasm with a gun? I don't know. I think I have to. As I've been saying, I haven't got enough people to not at this point. Calcium is panicked. Biomond is doing whatever Biomons do. He's very, very nearly stunned. That's interesting, because I thought the stun ball launchers weren't very effective against these people, but apparently nope, he is nearly stunned. That's fun. Oh God. Oh dear, I shouldn't have given Biomond a real gun. So, yeah, we've got to the point now where we've taken out all the aliens who are easily accessible from the lift. We kind of need to go out and start looking in the feet and maybe in some of these rooms. And that's where things started to go really, really badly last time, as I remember. So I'm not hugely eager to do that. But perhaps if we sort of run up to over here and then try and breach this room, well, we're going to have to and just see how things go. There's not a lot of choice. We need to carry on pushing, I think. It's not like our other soldiers are going to get any less panicked if we hang around and wait for whatever. Oh yeah, that's the party room. So we can sweep the party room, make sure there's and with it, I think we found the cyber disco over here. So I don't know. I honestly don't know. Don't know what the right thing to do is. Oh, let's bring Zucker to here and take this gun, whatever it is. It's going to be a stun gun, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's an empty stun gun, for goodness sake. We should go over and grab whatever that alien's holding. Was holding. It's a plasma rifle. Excellent. That'll do. Take that. And get into the semi-cover. Oh, it's not really cover. Oh well. At least he's now armed. And just hopefully you won't get mind controlled. Bring Calcium over. Beth can stay there until she starts behaving herself. Arcane moved. Luna's moved. Right, that's the lot. Oh, Beth is back in the room. Panicking, but back in the room. That's a start, I suppose. Arcane, have a look through the door. Everybody walk the party alien, I suppose. Okay, seems to be safe around there. Let's send 2 people in. Let's send... Yay, Elerium! That's why we came here. Yes, you get in here as well. Please don't go crazy. Maybe we should get these. No, let's try and keep. Let's not split the party too much. Let's keep protoplasm out here, facing that way, in case anything pops its head out of the doors over here. While we carry on sweeping the party room, then they can come back. Yeah, if we have a looking inside this room with these two next turn, we'll then know that we'll then know all about this quarter, and we can then go in here with less worry about anything coming at us from behind. And we can then from here we can then sweep round this way. I think that's probably the best way to do it because there's no doors along this wall. Then we can start. Then we can worry about the top floor as we sort of gradually head upwards. Maybe a better idea would have been to go straight for the top floor. I don't honestly know. Because I presume the top floor is going to be where all the psionic attacks are coming from. But we can just leave the people outside absorbing all of those, I suppose, and not worry about it too much. Maybe. I don't know. Zucker, open the door. Garish Disco is garish. Let's go over here, because I don't think... Yeah, there's not going to be anything in this dark corner over here, but I'd like to explore it just for sake of completion. And Zucker is nice and quick. I like that about him. So is Luna, actually. That seems to be safe for now, so we'll get back out of there, and then assault it properly next turn. Protoplasm, you're not as quick, but you can come over here anyway and join the party. As can Arcane. Zucker is probably fast enough to catch up with them in the next turn when they have a look around here and then get back into cover here. So there's probably going to, I assume there's going to be a door somewhere along this wall that goes into this room, so we can then scout that one out. And then pop out of this door, repeat that over here, and then over here, and then just, yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. That looks like a lift in the corner over there, actually, so once we get to there, maybe we can use it for a slightly unexpected direction of attack for the top floor. That'd be quite nice. I like attacking from an unexpected direction. Yes, party room now done. So, yes. Do we have anyone who isn't useless? Anyone who isn't useless or already upstairs in the spaceship? No. Okay. We'll just leave Beth, Calcium, and Biomond outside, having the twitching awfuls and just not doing anything useful or otherwise, I suppose. Oh, there's one. Okay, so Luna is nice and quick, but can't shoot, apparently. What's Protoplasm like at just generally being a soldier? Similar difficulties when it comes to shooting. Okay. Now, I'm starting to wonder if that means this is just a particularly hard shot, and that's why they're all missing. So let's move him slightly further up to where he's got a slightly better angle and see if that helps. It did. Excellent. All right. Maybe I was being too harsh on the first two who just came through and couldn't quite get couldn't get an angle on that one. But I'm glad I came around here to check out the check this area for aliens, because, well, there clearly was one, and it would have just come and got me in the back later if I hadn't. Okay. Is there any point doing anything down here? No, because we've got 3 people outside, 2 of whom are constantly panicking. Sorry, 2 of whom are constantly mind controlled, and 1 of whom is constantly panicking. So, I guess forget them. Like that. Oh, for goodness sake. This berserk thing of shooting at anything they think might be an alien is really frustrating, because anything they think might be an alien keeps being one of their friends who has just been mind controlled. I mean, it's not the end of the world, because that was a basically useless soldier because she just spent all the time mind controlled. But still, it's annoying, and I don't like losing soldiers even when they're basically useless. Grumble. Sorry, I'm not talking enough, am I? I should be doing my streaming duty of keeping up an incessant stream of scintillating conversation, but sometimes it just gets getting a little bit frustrating at times, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, it's not. Yes, okay, fair. They're not completely useless because having somebody to absorb the psionic attacks is actually kind of useful because it means they're not being pushed against your other people. So having a psychic sponge out there somewhere is kind of handy. I think actually I'm going to have Biomon drop his gun. I'm going to treat the people outside as being just the psionic sponges. I shouldn't have armed Calcium earlier because that's caused problems, as you saw. Because now they're attacking someone on the inside. No, don't shoot friendly. Oh, for goodness sake! It doesn't seem to damage Luna, fortunately. But that you're not. Then she's not even mind controlled. There's no excuse for it. Okay, nobody in this foot. Thank you for bringing me another soldier, I suppose, but they're not exactly reliable. No, we're done. Okay, so now I have one soldier who's going to actually obey my instructions. For goodness sake. At least they're all somewhat separated. I can honestly not think of anything better to say about this. This is just ridiculous. I might just have to hunker down and literally not do any missions at all until I don't block the doorway. That'd be annoying. Yeah, I might just have to hunker down and not do any missions at all until we've got everybody suitably trained up in the psionics to be able to resist these attacks, because this is just getting ridiculous. To the point that it's starting to cause a little bit of a sense of humour failure. I don't care. And also, this constant mind controlling of everybody just means it's annoying, because then whenever you get an alert saying you've seen an alien, and I stop noticing them, so I stop paying attention to them, because I start to assume that it's just another person who's been mind controlled. So that's even more frustrating, because then suddenly it won't be. It needs a different alert or something. I don't know what it. I don't know what it needs. Well, okay, so he got mind controlled. Okay. Nobody in the monster closet. That's good. You know what? Actually, just no. You can't get out of the room. What do you do? You're panicked. Okay. Put you over there in the corner. We'll try and get you out of here in the next turn. Is anyone here not useless? At least I do usually seem to have maybe one vaguely functional soldier most of the time. Oh, now we're 21 turns in. That means the aliens are going to start pushing back harder. Oh, no, he's panicked now. Is this going to be a turn where I literally don't have any soldiers to use? Oh, no, there's one. Now, I don't know whether I can trust Cal. So he's not got a gun either, which is not particularly helpful. Send him to here and go get that one. At this point, I've stopped caring whether people are safe, whether people are allowed to carry guns or not, because I just don't have any soldiers who are not panicking for long enough to... I mean, this is what you call a complete and utter rout, I guess. Charge the bridge with who? I mean, yes, that's probably is the answer, because if I can kill the alien that's doing the mind controlling, or the aliens, or maybe just Biomon will just blow himself up, that works too, I suppose. Sure, I guess that's doing the scouting for me. So yeah, literally a turn where I have control over none of my soldiers. That's an alien moving around. Oh. Someone with time units but no weapons. Great. And there's an alien right here. Who else have I got? I have literally one soldier with time units, but they've dropped all their weapons. Did what actually destroy the spaceship wall? Oh, down there? Yeah, maybe. It does look like there's a gap in it, yes. And in fact, yeah, yes, it did. That the spaceship wall has actually been destroyed there. That's quite impressive. I didn't know that was possible. So, I guess I need to move Luna to there to get a gun, which she can't quite do. I was just going to put her in shooting range of this alien. So I guess we move to there. That alien then gets a full turn to do whatever the hell it likes from there. Can't do anything else. I have no soldiers at the moment who will obey orders. Everybody's dying. I think we still... Nope, we don't have Luna. Don't have calcium, don't have protoplasm. I give up. There's no point. There's literally no point in carrying on. I mean, I can't... But then I can't retreat because nobody will do anything. I can't carry on because nobody will do anything. I have one soldier. Apparently. One soldier who is not mind controlled or dead. And has panicked. Or is panicking. Yep, I have two soldiers. And I think there's an alien there, and there's an alien there, and they're just laughing at us. We took out an alien as well, I suppose, and oh, we have a soldier with some time units, and an alien within shooting distance of him. Oh no, there's an alien right there. Move to there then. I think there's a gun here. There isn't a gun here to pick up. Ah, goodness sake. Maybe one more square this way. Nope, there is a prox mine. Let's use the prox mine then, because that is literally the only weapon available within range. Oh, and that's used all his time units up as well. Welp. Oh, I suppose I should have blasted off with the craft, then I wouldn't have lost that. Oh, actually, no, you can't unless you've got somebody in it. Yeah, it must have been a blaster launcher. I think you might be right. That would make sense, because that's... Oh, yeah, and it made that sort of scream noise, didn't it? So, yes, I think you're probably right. Well, that was a total party kill. So, that was fun. Lots of promotions because of it, though. So, there is that. Jeez. I suppose I'll write these down for future soldier purposes. Yeah, it was the first wipe. Yeah, I've had a few fairly heavy losses before, but that's the first one where everyone's been wiped out quite like that. I think it was just so. It was the futility of it that really annoyed me. Or it was so frustrating because if I burst through a door carelessly and that ends up with people getting oh no, it was the lightning we lost as well, which is the one with craft we actually had to pay to build, pay more than money to build rather. That's even more frustrating. What was I saying? Yeah, it was because it was sort of so. Yeah, because it was there was just I didn't because it took control away so much. Even from the start with the mind controls, it was just very frustrating. I think if I do play this again, I'm going to get the mod that means you need that the aliens need to see you in order to be able to do mind control. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be one of the ones that's in there. I've had a look through the list here, and I'm pretty sure the doing preventing psionic attacks from working if the aliens can't see you is not a thing. Yeah, so it's not installed by default, so I can't do much about that. Okay, well I guess that means the B team becomes the A team. And we carry on. So what have we got? We've still got the Sky Ranger over here. Let's fill it up with people. I say got the Sky Ranger. There aren't actually that many, so there aren't that many. It's not so much that I don't have a B team as I've lost the A teams. I don't really have much of a B team left either. So we'll fill it up as much as we can like that, and then transfer it back to the main base because I do want to be able to do missions from there. When is it in the month? 24th. Okay, so there is time to transfer it before anything happens. I could go against the other battleship over here, but I think that'd be foolish. Given how the last one went, and given that I'm pretty sure that team is even worse psionically than the first one is. So let's transfer the Sky Ranger from here to the other over to Bagelville. Whip it, that one, and we'll send the two injured guys. Let's leave them. Yeah, let's transfer them. We'll keep all the soldiers together and see how we go from there. Yeah. Oh, that's true. I should have left them here and psionic left them here for the psionic training here. That's a good point. Let's buy another 10 random soldiers and shove them in psionic training. Oh, actually, I've got some soldiers here. Yeah, when those soldiers arrive, we'll stick them in psionic training, and then we can find out whether they're any good. Over here, we'll put these people in just because they're there, and then the first N, or then when we bring the other lot them over in the Sky Ranger, we'll put some more people in training as well. Yeah, that's a good idea. A good point, rather. I didn't think. Nearly forgot about the psionics. What can I do? Not a lot. I think I'll just wait for people to arrive. We could shoot that down, I suppose. We can shoot it down when it flies over to somewhere where we've got craft available. Okay, there's my new soldiers. Oh no, that's the Sky Ranger arriving. So we'll do the side training, and we will put. We won't put Peter and Mike in because they're injured, so they might not be as useful quite so soon. There we go. Yeah, random people. I think all these people are basically rookies, even if technically it says even if they've technically got ranks, they're basically very, very low levels as soldiers go. But what can you do? We're going to get to the point again, I suspect, where we just don't have enough Elerium to go out against enemies. Whereas, okay, there. Do I have an yes, I have an interceptor here. It's not a very fast interceptor, so it's probably not going to be able to do anything. But we'll carry on with Operation Just Shoot Everything Down and see how it goes. I suspect the Jaguar is not going to be able to catch up. I'm not sending this one out, the Firestorm out, because it's going to use too much Elerium up, basically. Ooh, maybe it's going to catch up with it. Yes, it is. Excellent. Okay, so we do get to shoot this one down. Yeah, that's probably about right for psionic training. Either that or it's holding up cards the wrong way round and seeing if people can guess what's written on them. Oh, it's a Snake Man one this time, so that means, what do you call it? Chrysalids. Yay! Just what I need. I think we're just going to ignore that, even if it lands. Keep an eye on it, but... I despair. Oh, supply ship. Now, supply ships are sort of worth going after, because as I say, we kind of need the Elerium from them. But again, sectoids, but it's a supply ship, so it's not going to have as many psionic aliens as the other one did. I think we kind of have to go after it in order to try and get some Elerium. Or maybe I'm better off actually just sort of following it and seeing where it lands, and then maybe trying to get it on the ground. See if it does land. Oh, there we go. It's landed. Okay, we're going to have to go after it because we need the Elerium, and letting craft land and then letting them get away with it is probably not good for, well, anything at all. So, right. The problem is now we don't know who's any good psionically, and also we've lost basically all of the armor. Now we are building power suits as fast as we reasonably can. We've made 7 of them, which isn't great. What we should probably be doing is over here, and this is the engine over here. What are we manufacturing here? We're making laser rifles. Okay, let's stop that. Let's start making some. Let's start make power suits over here. So at least I've got some. Make like 20 of them. It's going to use up quite a lot of Elerium, but we're about to go out and try and get some more. So here, I think for this mission, it's a supply ship, so there shouldn't be any cyber discs. So if we send everyone in with laser rifles, then we're going to be as safe as we can, realistically can be. Let's sort the soldiers by firing accuracy, as is traditional. And then load the ship up with basically the people who are the best shots. That way we've got the highest chance of things not going horribly, horribly wrong. And only going slightly wrong. Am I doing this the right way? I'm pretty sure I am. Let's check Fish Food out, see if he has a decent firing accuracy. No, he's got terrible firing accuracy. Okay, it's the other way up. So okay, let's put the people who are actually good shots onto this craft rather than the people who are bad shots. I feel like maybe I should sack all the people who are terrible. In fact, that would probably be sensible. Hire twice as many soldiers as I need and fire the ones who can't shoot straight. And maybe all the abject cowards as well. Oh, everyone's wounded. Right. 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we're going out with the theory of bringing sufficient meat shields along that we can keep hopefully things will go reasonably well. So, right, you don't get any armor. You don't get any armor because you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere, so you don't get any armor. You're not going anywhere, so you don't get any armor. Right, so down, fly. Personal armor, you don't get personal armor because you are going somewhere. There's no point in having personal armor. Oh, no, you're wounded, so you're not going. Okay, so we quite literally don't have enough armor to armor everybody who's going on this mission. Great. Okay, well, good luck to you guys in the personal armor. That's all I can say. I'll try and keep you back at the back end, out of the way, and generally try and keep you alive. Fingers crossed. Equipment. Let's check that out. So we have we need lots of electro flares because it's going to be a night mission, which is lovely. We don't need the heavy plasmas. We're going to all go in with laser rifles, which is, so we've got 14 of those. That's fine. That seems to be about the best I can do. We won't go in with alien grenades, because that'll probably get people killed, because all these people are going to be psionically terrible, but at least we'll find out who is particularly bad. So they've got that going for us, I suppose. I suppose, yes, that's true. It's not the end of the world if they get killed, because they aren't particularly useful. Now, watch the supply ship take off again just before we get there. Just like that, in fact. Right, okay, well, what we're going to do instead is we're going to go to here, and we're going to do some patrolling to try and find out, because there's clearly an alien base around here somewhere. There it is. So this alien base is going to have sectoids. It's going to be full of sectoids and cyber disks. So at least there aren't going to be any chrysalids in it, but it's going to be psionically difficult, and we're going to want to have heavy weapons in order to deal with the cyber disks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to return to base for now. I'm going to maybe farm some of the supply ships as they come in over here, and try and just get some supplies from them. And then eventually, once we've worked out who's psionically gifted in our current squad, we can then go in and see how things go over there. So what I want to do actually now is, now that we've worked out who's a good shot out of our soldiers, let's put the ones who are actually worthwhile into psionic training as a priority, because that way we can find out. We find out who's good at both, basically, is what I'm trying to say. The people who are actually genuinely useful, rather than not. Right. Okay. So we've got some new soldiers now. Let's give them some names then. So we'll go in here. Hang on. What? Oh, the other ship is No, it's not. This is the they've arrived at Cigar Box. We haven't got any more soldiers here. They've all arrived at Cigar. Oh no, they are here as well. Okay, gotcha. Yep, more people. So let's sort them by firing accuracy again, and then we'll go and give no, not there. And then we'll give the we'll try and give names to the people who are actually any use, and also try and get rid of some people who aren't any use at all. So sort by firing accuracy. So we'll get rid of basically probably at least all of these people. We'll see what sort of numbers we're looking at, and then these people down here are worthy of names. So soldiers, starting from here. So where's my list is very, very long. So we have Blake 2. If you've never had a soldier named after you and you'd like to, do shout out, and I'll add you to the roster. Philios 2. Bagel 4. Met Bar 3. Oh yes, that's a good idea, Tack. Thank you. I'll do that in a second. If I don't do it in a second, shout at me. Sophia 6. Oh, there's somebody with an actual name. There's someone without. Joel 3. Persistent 6. Okay, apparently Blake should be Blake the Third. I've got his name written down twice with different numbers after it. Didn't cross it off when I should have done. Frog Basher 5, and that's got us down to firing accuracy of just over 60. Where was that? Where was Frog Basher? Oh, here, 5. Firing accuracy 59. All right, 59 is not too bad. We'll keep this one. And that's a fish food. 2. Then we're getting into the firing accuracy to 57. I don't know what number I should pick as a sort of just doesn't get. Oh, hang on, I've got 2 fish foods. Yes, I have, but that one's useless, so we're getting rid of him because he's got a firing accuracy of 42. Let's get rid of anyone with below 50. I think. At least then we've got a handful of people around. I'm also sacking people who've got names, so I should make a note of some of these. Oh no. Firing accuracy 47, so 11.7, it's 11.5. Right, okay, so we've got to firing accuracy of 50 now, finally. So that can be a, and I've had a fish food, that can be a new Fluxter. Clean. New Giant Lobster 2. That one, that one, that one. Oop, there's someone. Mark 3. Arcane, oops, Arcane 2. Right, I think that's everybody named. We now have some soldiers. Let's buy some more to replace the ones we've just sacked and see if they can be any better this time. And then yes, over here in Cigar Box, I'm not going to name these guys unless they actually prove to be useful psionically. In fact, let's have a look at them. I'm not even going to be able to sort them, am I? So we have to go into soldiers and through here. And again, anyone with firing accuracy below 50, we're going to just straight up sack. They're a good shot. Below 50. Below 50. That's pretty good. That's good. That's very good. That's quite good. That's good. That's below 50. Okay, and we'll hire another 10 over here as well. And then yes, we'll put some into site. Put these guys into site training at least. Right. It's possible we had a second Fluxter. Let's have a look. There's Fluxter 2 there. And Fluxter 2 there. Yes, you're quite right. We'll probably just sack this one because he's got a firing accuracy of 50, so he's only just made the cut. So we'll just do that. There we go. Solved. Problem solved. Right. Oh yes. So right, we don't have anything else to do at the moment until some more soldiers arrive. We're not going after this base yet. There's a shot down UFO over there. It's a Snake Man scout. Just leave it. Don't care. Oh, right, now we've researched the blaster launcher. So now we can start going in through the top of UFOs, making our way downwards, and attacking them that way. So that's going to be quite useful. Actually, no, we can't. We haven't researched the ammo for it yet. But it's a guided missile launcher, fires powerful blaster bombs. When you click to fire, you can choose waypoints, and it's ridiculously powerful. Okay, good. We need to research the blaster bombs, so we'll do that. Right, this might actually make a big difference to how stupid things are. I mean, as long as the person with the blaster launcher doesn't get mind controlled, this is going to enable us to go straight in through the top of the UFO and yeah, stuff. I think I did set side training going in the second base, although I don't object. Yes, I did. There we go. We've only got 6 of them in there because I hired 10 people and then sacked 4 of them for being terrible shots. Yeah, it's always very worth checking. Yeah, let's have another look at Bagelville. That's a good point. We got rid of some people, so let's see what we've got. So down here, no, we've already got 10 people in there. But let's take a few of these out of side training, because since we haven't actually started yet, put them in at the bottom like this. There we go. So our 10 best shots are now in psionic training. This means we need to make sure they survive them the next month. Maybe I should not take them out on any missions so it can stay in there and be trained. But months just seem to be so long in this game. What are you? No, you're not going to be able to catch up, are you? Because that's going to be going at high speed. Oh, it's 2200. Might be able. No, I'm pretty sure these fly at 2100. So it's just simply not going to catch up. Yeah, it's just not going to catch it. We'll give it a chance, but I don't think it's going to be able to. Nope, just like that. These interceptors are useless these days. So everything, but yeah, this is the problem. Everything has got better, so it's difficult to. Now the interceptors are basically useless, but the firestorms are too expensive to run most of the time. Bring it all the way over here. Let it come all the way over here before we intercept it. Then it's a much shorter flight. Yes. Thank you. What is that? It's a very small. Okay, it's just going to get straight up destroyed then. That's fine. Because it's that small. I mean, you can shoot them down, but you need to use the really small missiles, and then there's like 1 alien in them, and it's just generally not worth it. That's a battleship. It's a Snake Man battleship, even worse. So we're just going to keep an eye on that. I mean, I say we're going to keep an eye on it. We're not even going to do that. We'll just let it fly around because I'm not going after it. I'm not a Snake Man battleship, especially because it's going to be full of chrysalids. Now we could fly over there and just shoot all anyone who's outside, and then run away rather than going inside. But I don't want to. In fact, maybe that would have been a good idea. Just go over there with lots of people with flying armor, and just shoot anything that's sitting around outside, and not bother, and just not go inside. Maybe stay outside taking pot shots to anything that comes out for a few hundred turns. I don't know. You might be right. No, I've got some flying armor. Not very many, but I've got some, I think. Let's check. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 flying armors left. So I do have some. But yeah, not as many as I would like. You're right there. Actually, should we? We haven't put anyone in psionic training yet, so let's keep the crew as the best shots. Best of the best with honours, as they say. Yeah, there's a few flying suits, but most of the guys are going to be going out in power armor. I said power armor. And we've got a decent number of power armors now, actually, and we should have some more that can be transferred over from the other base as well, as they're getting built, because we've got a lot of engineers over there. But we seem to have enough for now, so that's nice. Oh, and we've run out of something. Oh, so it's a cigar box. So yeah, they've probably run out of Elerium down there. Or yeah, it must be Elerium because I transferred basically an infinite amount of the other stuff, of the alien alloys over there. I think we might need some more medkit, so I'll make a few of those. Let's make 20. It's more than I need, but at least that way I've got plenty and I can transfer them around as needed. Also, while I'm thinking about transferring, let's go to here. Let's transfer all of those power armors we made over to Bagelville because that's where they're needed. So, oh, we've got 20 power suits. That's pretty good. Loads of alien alloys, as we said. Let's send these. No, actually, not send those over. We want to just sell those. Yeah. Okay. Aha! Loads of more soldiers, and they've gone to both bases, but that's fine. That's what we expected. So let's check through cigar box first. So soldiers, new soldiers. Again, this is probably going. Let's go backwards. So he's got firing at 64, so we're keeping him 60. Keep good. Yeah, above 50 anyway. That's pretty good. Okay, we've got a good some good ones this time. I'm tempted to actually start sacking the ones who are below 60. Yeah, let's at least. I can't sort them easily. That's the problem. I want to. Yeah, let's sack the ones who are below 55 for now and see how that goes. See how many I end up with afterwards. Not this is arbitrary or anything, but okay, it totally is. Oop, this one. Okay, so we've now got a decent number of people who are all reasonably good, and a bit more space in the Scilab. So let's put the next 4 in. There we go. Okay, so we've got some people over there. We'll just sort of forget about those, and then we'll use the ones who turn out to be psionically useful later. Over here, we'll do a similar sort of thing. All the new people, anyone who's below 50 is getting the sack. Or even up to or including 50, it turns out, because I am fickle. Oh, wait. That's a good one. That's a bad one. 40. Geez, that's about as low as it gets. Yeah, it turns out the people in South America are much better shots than the people in. Oh, that's Kalian. We'll keep him because he's actually got a name. Okay, we didn't get to keep very many of those, but we'll give the ones who we did keep some names. So hang on, did I do an arcane? I thought I had an arcane. I'm sure I remember. Yes, I did. Okay, I didn't cross it off on here. Bravery. Oh, did I keep someone with bravery of 10? Okay, well they can be a psionic sponge then. That's fine. We need people like that apparently. So who is this? This is Protoplasm, who's been disemboweled, but most painfully. That's Protoplasm 2. Let's give him a number. And then Biomond the 4th. And Beth the 3rd. I haven't got up to 43 of anyone yet. That's not quite the case. Not far off with the Eds though. And that's it. Everyone else got the sack for being terrible. Okay, well we'll order some more soldiers then. I should have started doing this a long time ago, just ordering massive quantities of soldiers and filtering out the ones who were terrible. But I didn't. Hooray! Blaster bomb. It's a lozenge, and it explodes in an extremely large way. Hold 200 of it. And we can now research fusion missiles. If I want to be able to shoot down battleships, that would probably be useful. I don't know. We'll have a think about that. So I guess we can take votes again once as usual. Box text, spaceship, fusion missile, or plot relevant, or aliens for more box text. Yeah, You're not wrong there. The often the most useless soldiers, especially the ones who are really really bad psionically, are sometimes the ones who survive because they spend all their time panicking and sitting outside or under mind control, sitting outside the ship, or they shoot the ones who are actually useful. So yes, you're not wrong. Yeah, it was true. Well, we're going to need the Avenger anyway to complete the game eventually, but I think yeah, all right. Let's go after the Avenger. I'm not sure whether I'm actually going to attack battleships at all, to be honest. Doesn't seem like a safe proposition. Right, so we've now got lots of power suits, so that's good. It's a terror ship. Okay, so this one we do need to shoot down. Where's it going? It's going for Southeast Asia. And where is it? Down there. Okay, do we have a firestorm here? We do. Oh, no, it's being repaired. Oh, well, never mind. Just going to have to attack it anyway. What sort of terror ship is this? Sectoid. Okay, so a bit of psionics, lots of cyber discs, lots of sectoids. We can probably just shoot it down over the sea, to be honest. Oh, come on, catch up with it. You're supposed to be fast. Firestorms are supposed to be able to outrun anything. We might be going to have a terror mission at this rate. Oh no, it's turning around. It's turning around. Is it slowed down? Oh, yes. Okay, so my ship is already slightly damaged from attacking a battleship earlier, and they were still in the process of repairing it. However, I can outrange it, so it's okay. I can just pummel it, and eventually it'll drop into the sea. It's a terror ship, one of those ones. Oh, and we've shot it down. It's gone into the sea. We don't need to worry about it until we try and play Terror from the Deep later, which we're not going to do because that game is nonsense. You think this one's nonsense? Terror from the Deep makes this one look sensible. Actually, let's wait a minute or a short time for that to get a little bit closer, like that, and then we can just pop up, shoot it, and land almost immediately and spend a lot less Elerium on it. No, it was sectoids. It'll just turn into aquatoids. The aquatoids aren't too bad. I mean, they're only bad in the same way that sectoids are bad. Boom. Mutons, eh? At least mutons don't come with psionics. That's all I can really say. And they can't swim either. I suppose mutons are the equivalent of lobster men in this game, aren't they? So maybe this is how you get lobster men. Oh, I have played Interceptor. It was okay, I suppose. What am I going to build at Bagelville now? Okay, we'll get these medikits made. We've got people making medikits everywhere, apparently. Interceptor was okay. I didn't think I've ever played Enforcer. Was that a first-person shooter? We'll just make more laser rifles and make money. Might as well. I don't know how expensive the end of the month is going to be this month. Oh, Terror from the Deep's equivalent of Chrysalid is even worse because it can fly. I think it's called a tentaculate or something like that. It's a sort of a brain in a jar with octopus tentacles underneath it, and yeah, it's basically it's a flying Chrysalid. So yes, that's not what you want. Okay, if this touches down, we're going to go after it, even though it's going to have chrysalids on it, and we're going to try and do it safely from extreme range. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to send the whatchamacallit out to follow it, and hopefully we'll be able to get to it before it takes off if it touches down. That is the whippet, isn't it? Yes, it is. So if it lands, we'll go after it. But we're not going to try and shoot it. Oh, end of the month. Ooh. Yeah, exactly. Interceptor was basically a sort of a slightly inferior X-wing, but then X-wing was so good that you'd struggle to be better. Wow, maintenance is 13 million. Although we are getting 9.5 million in each month, so that's not too bad. But maintenance is another 4 million on top of that. So I don't know where all our money's gone. Must have been. Oh, we're building lots of power suits. That's probably where it went. Lots of people are happy with the how we're doing against the aliens. I mean, I suppose it's because we're basically shooting everything down. That's why we're getting excellent reports here. I don't know how long we can keep it up for before we just run out of soldiers, but Yeah, it's basically I keep shooting absolutely everything down, and so everyone around the world loves me. Basically. How fast are you going? 2400. No point in even trying to intercept that. Not from there. There's been a bit of a shortage of supply ships landing over here for me to go out and harvest. I suppose actually it hasn't been very long. These things are these missions are happening so frequently. Nope, I think that's escaping. Yeah. Oh, no, there's two of them. You're still doing 2400? Yeah. You're still doing 2400? Yeah. We can't go after those anything short of a firestorm. That, I think, is probably escaping to space. Yep, there we go, it's gone. Return to space, that one. The side training, I don't know if the side training is done. I think the side training has started now. I'm not certain exactly how it works. Yeah, so these guys are all now in psionic training, because you can't start the training until the beginning of the month. So I need to keep all these people alive until for the next month. So I think I'm going to pull them out of the Sky Ranger when it comes back, and they're going to have a month off while we train them up and find out if any of them are any good psionically and start being able to potentially use some of them. So yeah, actually that means I'm going to need even more soldiers, doesn't it? So let's purchase another few. Okay, I can only buy another 5. Run out of living space. Why? What do I do? Oh, I've got lots of scientists and I've got lots of engineers. I could probably fire some. Yeah, let's fire some of the engineers and start doing the more of the construction over in the other base. Yeah, that's true. I probably could ignore the UFOs. I think I'll keep swatting down the easy ones, just because why not? But I'm going to carry on generally not going after them because I don't think there's much point. Sack. Engineers. Oh, no, the engineers are all busy, so I'm not going to be able to sack them. Manufacture. Stop production. Sack. Engineers, 54 of them. Okay, let's get rid of 24 of them, so I'll have 30 left, so I can still do a bit of building if I want to. But that'll give me room to purchase another load of soldiers, and I can sift through them and try and find some good ones as well. Purchase another 20 soldiers, I think. Sift through, find the ones who can shoot straight, stick them out, send them out to get some experience, while we train the other ones. Yes, where's that one? Okay. Okay, we can deal with both of these when they get a little bit closer. Yep, pew pew indeed. We're saving most of our pew pewing from. Oh, that's a harvester. Okay, that was what the last one I went after was. That was the last mission that went reasonably well. Where's that one? Okay. Let's send the Ready Whippet. You. What? No, you. Oh, okay. Send the Whippet out to follow that harvester in case it touches down. We'll send the Firestorm from here to go after that one, and we'll send the Firestorm from here after that one when if it gets a little bit closer. It's not coming this way. Okay, we'll just let it go then. Something. Is that okay? The harvester's moving around quite quickly, and unsurprisingly, the Sky Ranger can't keep up with it. But sure, why not? We could go and shoot it down, I suppose. Yeah, there's been today has not gone well at all. Oh, yeah, everybody's died today. Is that catching up? I can't really tell. How fast are you going? You're going at 4,000. You're going at 4,200. Okay, so it is catching up, but slowly. Right, so we'll take this down. We'll go after the harvester, because harvesters are at least a little bit different. Oh, I haven't... I should have given the I should have put a blaster launcher in it. We could have tested it on the top on the roof of the harvester. In fact, we could still do that. Yeah, let's do that anyway. Let's test out the blaster launcher because I think that's going to be fun. What's aliens have we got in there? Sectoids. Okay, so it's not. So there's going to be some psionics going on. But if we return to base with the Sky Ranger like that, then we go over here. We can equip the craft. With it, we can put in equipment. We can put in a blaster launcher and three blaster bombs. That'll do. And then we can sort of open up the top, go in there and shoot anything that moves or doesn't move anymore. I hope. I think we can go in the top. We're going to find out anyway. Yeah, I'm going to check to see who has the highest bravery. Who's going on. Oh, and we can. Who's going to go on this mission? That's the other thing. Because we've put some people in psionic training now. Everyone from Mark to Gort is in psionic training, so we don't want to take them on a mission. So this is going to be a bit of a thing. So crew, everyone from Mark to Gort, wasn't it? So we don't want any of these people to go. We do want these people to go, and some of these. And then I propose we find out who has the highest bravery and use that as a proxy for psionic strength. Or we don't give the blaster launcher to anyone and we see who gets psionically attacked in the first turn and we don't give it to them. That's probably a good way to do it. Right, so armor. All these people in the middle here. These people specifically don't get any armor because they're just going to be lounging around the base for the next month. So they don't need any armor at all. And we can then hand that off to the people who are a little bit more I don't know. I was going to say people who know what they're doing. I'm not sure that's actually I'm not sure that's a fair description. But the people who are going to be going out and being brave and getting themselves into trouble, basically. So yeah, give them all the power suits. They've got power flying. Go flying suits along here because these are the people who are in theory vaguely experienced. Well, I don't think they really are, and are potentially the better shots. So we'll give them flying suits by priority. And power suits for anyone else. We've got loads of power suits now. This is probably good. Yeah, basically, no god. That's exactly right. If you I suppose you could fire it on the first turn. No, we won't be able to see it. So we won't be able to see their ship on the first turn, so we won't know where to fire it. That's the problem with that. Well, we might, because Pete always lands us right on top of the UFOs. But in theory, we shouldn't be able to see their ship right at the beginning. So that won't work. So we'll arm everyone with laser rifles as normal. Find out who's bad, and then go from there. Okay, so whip it. Go this one. Just get the right crash site. Yes, that's the medium. Okay, so we'll fly over there like this. Everybody gets a laser rifle, hopefully. Hopefully I've got the loadouts correct this time for once. And then we can, yes, punch it, but then eventually we'll punch a hole in the roof and see how it goes. Okay, so it looks like we have... No, we don't have everyone with the laser rifle. We're going to go everyone with a laser rifle for this. In fact, you know what, let's take this. Let's take the... There we go. That's a standardized loadout now because it's harmless, and I never use the grenades anyway. Almost never use the grenades anyway, so I don't think it's worth bothering with them. We are a bit short of medkits, aren't we? No fish food. You're not allowed that yet. Not until we found out who's actually brave. I suppose I could check through and see who has a good bravery score earlier on, rather than just there we go. So what have we got? We've got bravery 50, 10, 40, 20, 50 is the highest still. That's a lot of 10s, jeez. Biomond is also 50. There's a 60 for Arcane. So I'm going to guess that Arcane is probably going to be the best, but we shall find out. Okay, well let's go back to the traditional opening for one of these missions where we just get out a smoke grenade, we throw it out the door, and then we see who panics. Lots of hidden movement. This is taking quite a long time. Must be a lot of aliens. No psionic attacks. Interesting. Okay, Peter, move to there. So, yeah, as ever, Peter's landed us right next to the UFO, so, not impressed. Slightly less of a welcoming committee than sometimes, so, you know, I'll thank heavens for small mercies. But yeah, there's the ship. It's one of those nice tall stacks, and we're going to go in through the roof just to see what happens. So let's get some people deployed first into sort of firing position. So we're kind of ready. We're all mostly out of the ship, and we'll then see how things go from there. Mike, go and stand on the wing up there. Oh, there's another alien. Well spotted. You get a spotting bonus, I suppose. And the bonus is you get to take the first shots at it. Oh, good shot. It's amazing what hiring for firing accuracy does. Suddenly I've got soldiers who can actually hit things. Stick you down there in the smoke. Let's just deploy some people onto the top, onto the roof here. So it was Arcane I was thinking giving the potentially giving the launcher to if nobody else seems like a good choice. However, he's already left, so never mind. Oh, I forgot to do the predictions. Thank you. Everybody died last time, so we'll do that, and then set up a new prediction. Thank you for the reminder. How many soldiers? There we go. Place your bets. Now, granted, we've shot 2 aliens already, so that's so that might be a little bit of a spoiler on the whole prediction thing, but never mind. You're lucky I forgot. Make the most of it. Protoplasm can come out here. And who's left? Biomond the 4th. All my sort of expectations as to how well people are going to be able to do, well, stuff is now completely irrelevant because everyone has changed. Everyone has changed. They're not the same people anymore, so I don't know how accurate people are going to be anymore. Right, we'll stick Beth there with the massive guided missile launcher and try and hope she's safe with it. I'm going to do a little bit more scouting before we do crack the top open because I don't want to open it up until we're actually ready to go inside. I'm not sure we take pants as a financial wasp name. This is not that sort of channel, as I say. Ooh, a reaction shot. Wow, I'm amazed. Okay, so Peter the 7th is a problem. And Mike is now unconscious. Oh, gods. Okay. Let's write down. Let's make a note that Peter 7 is bad at psionics. And therefore should not be allowed those guns. I'm somewhat impressed that he didn't kill Mike with all that shooting. Right. So let's. We're just going to have to carry on, unfortunately, and hope Mike doesn't die. I suppose I could drop somebody in with a med kit and give him a check over. Actually, let's do that. Who's actually got a med kit this time? Arcane, where are you? You're there. Okay, get round here. Yes, I know. Do you stand on a player when they're unconscious? Oh, he's got his own med kit. Okay, that's convenient. Yes, you do. Right, so he has. Oh, he's got injured in the arm. Okay, well, stop shooting people. Goodness sake. We're just going to have to take that. As soon as we get control of him back, we'll take his gun off him. But until then, there's not a lot we can do. Oh, okay, we've now woken Mike back up again. Great. So, and he's tucked away at the back there, which is convenient. Okay, continue the advances and explores and things. Right, so there's a ship there. What were we doing? Oh, so we're up here. We're looking over this way. Persistent's gone that way. We'll send No Guard with her for fire support and immoral support or whatever goes on up there, and continue the advance. And just generally try and keep an eye on this bit of the ship as well. So these guys up here are all going to head over this way towards the UFO, ready to breach once we crack open the roof. So we'll get them all over here, up against the wall. And I want to make sure, absolutely sure, that the route the missile is going to take is completely clear. So all these people down here are at ground level. There's nobody on this level, so we can get Beth to pick up the blaster launcher and to launch a missile. And we want to launch the missile out this way, like that. And then we want it to go up, up, up to there. Then we want it to go across to here. And then we want it to go down to probably about here. And see what happens. Oh! I clicked the wrong button. Let me try that again. So we want it to come out to about... Oh no, I only undid one of the positions. Okay, that's alright. And I want it to come down to here. How do you actually fire the damn thing? How do you fire it? I mean, I can click lots of times and put all of the points in the same place. I can right-click to remove them. No, clicking on the launcher undoes the positions, the locations I just put. Oh. No, clicking on the launcher undoes the positions the places I've set it to. Like that. I can undo everything again and start. Let's start again. So, firstly, face that way. Now, launch the missile. Missile goes there. Oh, there's a button up at the top in the top right. I see it. I see how to do this. So over here, fly it over this way, down into here somewhere. Then we press the launch rocket button up here. Oh, that's very disappointing. It hasn't punched a hole in the roof. I was kind of relying on that to punch a hole in the roof so we could go in there. That's... yeah, I thought the whole point of the blaster launcher was that you could make holes in the roof of a UFO and go in that way. That's very disappointing. That makes the weapon not useless, because it's still an extremely powerful explosive, but almost useless. Huh. I'm very disappointed by that. I thought that was the whole point of this thing. Well, I haven't got enough time units to try again, but all right. Next turn, I'll lob another one into it in the same place and see if it goes through the second time, or more or less the same place. Because that's true. We did eventually manage to end up eventually shooting a hole in a wall of a UFO because somebody went berserk and just kept emptying their gun into it. So yeah, they do take damage over time from multiple hits, I guess. Still, that is frustrating because it was my plan for continuing this game without everything going horribly wrong. Yeah, maybe it just rolled low damage. That is a possibility too, I guess. Humph. Humph, says I. Oh yeah, we were going to look to see if anyone else was injured, weren't we? Arcane is in fact injured, right. He's got 7 turns before he's in trouble. And he's got a medic standing right next to him with no time units left. So, okay, next turn we'll get Protoplasm to heal Arcane as well. Don't let me forget, guys. Otherwise, I think everybody's now been. Yes. Cool, it's nice having almost all my soldiers. I don't know, did that even hit? I can't tell. Ooh, that did. Well done. Mike has panicked, that's okay. Peter, you're not allowed a gun anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do with you, but you're not allowed a gun. Protoplasm. I need you to patch up Arcane. Use medkit. Why is everyone getting shot in the arm at the moment? I mean, it must just be the way they're standing, but it seems a little bit suspicious. Or suspicious. Superstitious. I don't know. There's a lot of these guys outside over here. Right. Let's go with Plan A again for the moment, and then we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that alien in a second because we've got plenty of people in a position to do so. But right, so we'll try that. Over here, up here, over here. Actually, it was about here. I think I hit last time. We'll try and go inside from there. Let's try it again. Nope, still nothing. I'm gonna go with it just doesn't work because it doesn't seem to. No, we do have people with line of sight from down here. Let's go from this. Yeah, I am very disappointed. I was hoping this was going to be a sensible way to deal with the big UFOs by just punching holes in the roofs of them. But no, apparently that is not a thing we can do. So I am my day is ruined. My disappointment is unimaginable, or whatever the quote is. Exactly. Which I'm sure it's supposed to punch hole. Maybe it's a difficulty level thing because previously I've not played XCOM very much. I don't think I've ever got to the blaster launcher in XCOM before, but I have played Terror from the Deep and got to the equivalent in Terror from the Deep. And I'm wondering if it's because I've always played Terror from the Deep on easy because I was, I don't know, 12 or something, maybe a little bit older than 12. So it's been so it did more damage because I was playing on easy mode. I'm going to keep some people over here, not you. Well, I suppose you can go off scouting. There's not much point in you doing it. You can't do anything else, can you? Bring you over here. Nope. Bring you round over. Forget it. Just stay still then. Yeah. Bring protoplasm to here, I suppose. Then we've got the door knocking squad up here who were supposed to be going in through the roof when he opened it. Yeah, so that's my current guess because I don't have any other ideas. Is that perhaps because I was playing on easier difficulties, the weapons did more damage and therefore were able to punch holes in the roof significantly more easily. I have no evidence to back this up, but I'm pretty sure I've been able to use them to crack open UFOs in the past, and as you saw, it's just not working. I hit it twice in basically the same place. Nothing happened, and I'm not prepared to start firing 10 blast. I mean, I suppose I could just have Beth keep lobbing them at the roof of this UFO and see if we do manage to crack a hole in it, but it seems like a bit of a waste of time. So if you crouch, since you're over there and a bit exposed. Yeah, it's very disappointing. Movement. There are a lot of... No, don't go berserk. Oh, panic from protoplasm. There's a lot of outdoor aliens over here. I'm mildly surprised. How about again, but with less fail? Okay, I missed that one, but hit his friend who was hiding off in the darkness behind him. I mean, I guess I'll take that. That almost never happens. We do have some more people up here actually who can continue the sort of the general flak that's heading towards this alien over here. So I don't know why I didn't just use these guys first. Mostly because I just forgot they were there at the start of the turn. But please hit him. Thank you. Yeah, apparently they just enjoy seeing the natural world, having a look around outside. It's yeah, I suppose if you're gonna go to a different planet, you might as well have a bit of a look around. And the chances are they've never had a chance to look around on Earth before because everyone who comes to Earth gets shot dead. Um, yeah, this might be their first chance. Okay, we've blown up both the Elerium pods, which is a shame, but not surprising. Elerium is just too volatile for its own good, really. It just always gets blown up because, well, yeah, that's the game being cruel to me, essentially. I know you really, really want to recover this stuff, so we're going to make sure it blows up every time we land. Oh, this cow's actually still got its head. Um, it didn't get destroyed in the crash landing. It didn't lose its head, which is something the way to get ahead in a major corporation. No, way to get ahead in life. That's the quote, isn't it? All right, you go. Oh no, not you. Mike is panicking. Arcane is fine. He can put his medkit away now. Don't need that anymore. Bloop. You can come over here and join the party over here. Wait, was Arcane fine? Did I have someone I hadn't healed? No, I have healed everyone. Okay, good. Protoplasm is also panicking. That's a thing apparently. And then over here we've got this squad moving suitably. Right. Okay. Good. I think that's about right. We've approached the entrance. We've had a look inside. We found the cow. And there aren't any aliens. There don't seem to be any aliens in here unless they're hiding in the smoke and we just can't see them. So that seems to be going pretty well. We just need to do a proper assault next time. Maybe get over to this lift, pop upstairs, and have a look around. Or maybe actually go up and come in through this door. That's probably a better idea because most of these guys, certainly these three, have got flying suits. I can't tell about those two from here. Okay, so that'll be a good way to that'll be a good way to get the element of surprise, I suppose. Okay, so that means we let the aliens have a go. And they'll continue poking at... Was it Peter's brain? I think it was Peter's brain. I hope he doesn't need it too much. Are there any more aliens outside? That's the question. Yes, there are. There are, as I say, they all seem to... I suppose, to be fair, if you were in a UFO and it got shot down and crash landed and was on fire, you'd probably want to leave it as well, wouldn't you? You'd probably go and reckon, I'll go and take my chances outside, you'd say. Was that in the same position as an already dead alien? So we've got one... I think we might have picked up 4 in this gully along here. That's quite impressive. I do not have an opening on top of the UFO. I've been trying to make one, but without any success so far. Let's hit it again, because what else are we going to do with these blaster bombs, if we're being quite honest? Oh, no, we do want to hit it there. Launch the rocket. Where was the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. I'm even more disappointed in that one. Fine. It's lucky I hadn't made all of my plans based around blaster bombs opening holes in the roof. Yes, about the best. Yeah, that was an astonishing anticlimax. I literally don't even. Because it was odd, obviously. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, words fail me. I mean, you go in with these massive explosives, expecting to pop a hole in the roof of a UFO, and then it turns out that literally all and then it turns out the rocket you fire just disappears. So yes, that's fun. Stand on the snake. There we go. Right, what's going on over here? Protoplasm. Put your medkit away. Probably don't need that right now. Head over here. Join the party. Mike, how are you doing? You've stopped panicking. That's a start, I suppose. Do you think we trust Mike with a rifle? I guess we better. We occasionally need people to shoot. Let's turn him round so he's not. Okay, we won't turn him round so he's not looking at anyone. Even Peter has stopped being mind controlled. Actually, that's gone quite well for him. Probably don't want to send him out too far out ahead of everyone else. As I said, he can't do any shooting. Biomond, you need to continue your advance. Here. Oh, and there's another one. Shame we fired all those rockets off earlier, isn't it? One of those would be quite useful about now. However, we can make it with laser instead. That's fine. And let's crouch you down behind this sand dune as well, so you don't. Hopefully, you won't get shot by anything. Yeah, I mean, the blaster bomb should be a reasonable approximation for a Q-36 explosive space modulator, but no, it was a complete and utter dud. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, possibly 9, because I think that's a pile of 2 of them. That's 9 aliens outside the UFO. That's a lot. I'm used to them being. Yeah, I'm used to there being a few outside, but most of them being inside. But as I said, you're in a crash-landed UFO and it's on fire, you'd probably want to leave. So I kind of understand. Anyone who's not moved yet? Have I forgotten anybody? No. Okay. Oh, it's another one. 10th one outside. Jeez. Peter is panicking. That's at least what's the word? My brain has gone empty. The word when multiple words begin with the same letter. That's the word I'm trying to go for. But yeah, that one. Yeah, panic we're okay with. Oh, that was a good shot. Well done there. The other 2 not so great, but to be honest, if your first shot is a kill, I don't mind too much if the other 2 miss. It seems a little greedy to object to misses after they've already killed the alien with the first shot. So yes. Alliteration, thank you. With an A rather than an I, but yes, that's the word I was going for. Because I couldn't think of it. Does that make it an alliteration? Oh, you don't have flying armor. Damn it. That's what was meant to happen. There was no whoosh. There's supposed to be a earth-shattering whoosh. Like that. There we go. Fair enough. You're doing. I suppose to an extent you're doing better than me because at least you remembered the word. Should we do a 2-pronged? I don't think I want to do a 2-pronged attack actually. It just means there's more chance of someone getting shot. So let's bring everybody up over here instead. If you've got flying armor, I honestly can't tell. Yes, you have. Okay. Let's bring everyone up the cow door. That sounds strange. You know what I mean. And then maybe, yeah, we'll have to do a 2-pronged attack because we've got lots of people in non-flying armor. But still, we'll send those who can will fly up and go in here first for the element of surprise, and then the rest of them can go up the other lifts and investigate from ground level upwards. Okay, well you've used up all of your eggs, so you might as well drop that again and then come out and join the rest of the party. At least you didn't panic at all. I mean, that's doing pretty well as far as XCOM soldiers go at the moment. I'm maybe still being a little bit salty from the last mission, if I'm being honest. Okay, let's bring Persistent forward a little bit because she's safe over there because she's behind No Guard, so we know there's no aliens in visual range. Okay, let's let them have a turn, see what happens. Oh, Sector Engineers panicked. That's a good sign. They're still doing pokey pokies in the brainy brainies, and Mike has panicked again. So Mike is clearly another Psy weenie. Let's put him on the list. Not quite as bad as Peter 7, but still not a fan. Okay, it's quiet, probably too quiet. I don't know if I actually want to advance along here, but it seems like, I mean, I'm going to need to at some point. We might be able to again manage a two-pronged attack here might work up these 2 lifts because they essentially go into the same place. So we can open a door, see if there's an alien looking towards us, and if there is, we can go a different way. Ed, you've got more time units. You can go up the lift. Shoop. Excellent. And now go back down it again, because they've been playing open-y-closey a lot, and I'm afraid it might be for that, with that door. We'll get you some friends as well, so we can all go charging up through that lift. Okay, Biomond. Continue the advance. Good. Frog Basher. Same for you. Same to you. And also no guard over this way. That was too much of a move. I didn't mean to move that far. However, it does seem like we're probably safe now. Aliens don't tend to hide quite in the corners like that. They tend to, I was going to say they tend to be fairly aggressive and move towards you, but actually these ones weren't. They all just stayed up there and were quite happy to be a shooting gallery. And when I say alien, I was talking about outdoor aliens. The indoor ones are often quite a lot more cowardly, as we've seen, where they're all just waiting up here for us to come and get to them. Yes. So we'll. There's an area over here we've not checked. Probably look into that. Okay. Well, we've got a guy down here who can wander around that way with his friend Frog Basher. He's going to come around here and join in. And then Persistent also needs to come over this way. And oh, Beth actually, she can do the honours of this area. Right, okay, we've moved everyone towards the UFO and moved them around sensibly inside it. Let's let the aliens have a turn. Still playing with the door. Oh, there's one, there's one, there's one. Oh, well done. Peter 7 is panicking again. Mike is panicking. Fine. Well done, Beth. I'm very impressed by that shooting. You got right in the face. Walk through the door. Nothing behind the door. Good. Go over there. Right. And then over here, you. No. You. Go over here. Open the door. No. Fine. You can stand there if you want. Think if you click on their heads, then it tries to select the square behind. You need to click on their below their shoulders in order to actually select them. And when somebody's behind a wall, the natural thing to try and do is to click on their heads, because that's the bit of them you can see, and then it doesn't select them. It just gets, so that's why I apparently can't control my soldiers. Right, so put you there just in case another one comes around the corner, and we'll bring Biomond in to help. And Frog Basher as well. We'll send this squad. Ed, go to there because you have time units, and there's nobody there. Excellent. Good. Back out to here then, where it's safe, and you guys can follow him up. Simple UFO clear out by the numbers. This bit's relatively easy. It's when we get into the unknowns that it's a little bit more, or a lot more terrifying. We'll get no guard to check that black area over there in the very, very corner. Don't expect, as I was going to say, I don't expect there to be anything over there, but I'd rather check it. I'd rather check it when I don't need to than not check it and then go, oh wait, there's an alien over there that's just shot everyone in the back of the head. You two can stay out there because you're useless. You two can stay in there because you're going to scout round there. You're going to make your way up here. Right, good. Actually, yes, I have moved all these guys. Right, okay, so that's everyone. That was an unexpected explosion. Why have you gone berserk, Protoplasm? It must be psionic controls. Because there's no other reason. So Protoplasm also has issues. Protoplasm. There we go. Okay, so we have three psionically. What's the opposite of psionically gifted? Psionic derps. Is that a? Oh no, that's probably the gun. That's probably that engineer who's unarmed, I think. So if we move to there, yes, he was unarmed. So that was the engineer who panicked and dropped his gun there. There is a medic round the corner here, I believe, who fired a stun launcher into the wall and is probably now fast asleep. But I don't like to rely on probablys like that, so we're going to move Beth back like that and move Biomond up here to provide covering fire, assistance with covering fire as necessary. Up here, we're going to use Ed again because he's got the most movement points, therefore he's good at scouting. This area looks clean, excellent. In fact, we've explored this area already. Right, okay, so we're happy with the middle floor of the UFO. We've nearly got the ground floor done. Oh, you've Oh, you went berserk, didn't you? In that case. Okay, so we'll get Hippo to go up here. Side derps, yes, exactly. You're right. You're spot on, Jeremy. I should be selecting the square that the square that the soldier is on, rather than trying to select the soldier. But you know, it's a sort of it's a psychological thing. You want to select the soldier to tell him to do stuff, so you click on the soldier. Uh, I guess it's just yeah. In theory, I know what I should be doing. In practice, I still have a sort of there's this instinct to just click on the soldier to try and select them. And if you can only see part of the soldier, then you click on the bit of the soldier you can see. And yes, if I slow down and think about it, I'll get it right. But it's non-intuitive because they aren't just in their square. They poke out at the top of it a bit. Okay, so we've advanced. We've cleared out this area. We've advanced this much. We've explored this much in this turn, and we've checked out these two rooms up here to see if there are any aliens in them. Hopefully, in the next turn, we'll have enough time units to open these doors and have a look through, see what's in this area, and we can just sort of pepper pot our way forwards a little bit. As somebody pointed out, I think a previous week, if you actually watch this in real time, having the people running forwards and backwards like this would look like absolutely ridiculous. But because it's a turn-based game, it makes sense. Okay, yeah. The leader's panicking now. Excellent. I was going to say that might mean we don't get quite as much psionic attack, but apparently we still will. So thanks for that. You done? Thank you. Right, Hippo, you're the one with the time units. You come up here, you open the door, and you go, oh, hello. Thank you. And then you run away. So that was probably the leader who panicked, because there's a gun left on the floor there. We'll then bring this guy up and put him here, just in case anything comes through the door. We'll repeat the process over here, although I don't expect to see anything new. Oh, actually, no, we'll see a bit of room over here, so we might see a second alien doing this. Like that. Who we can shoot in the back of the head again. Maybe. There we go. Get him into the corner in the same way and turn him round so he's pointing his strong armour at the door. Take my strong armour. Bring this guy up here. Rinse and repeat. He's aiming at the door, so he will hopefully do a reaction fire if anything comes through the door. So this area seems reasonably quiet, but there is a room over here that we haven't checked, and also down here. Okay, there is something in the corner of the room over there, which I'm going to go and try. Can I get far enough to find that? But yes, I can. I think that's probably a stunned sectoid medic. Yes, it is. Right. There is literally nowhere any aliens can be, except possibly in this little room here, or maybe in the corners of this one. So I don't think there's very much left to do on this level. This is going quite well. It would be, yes, it would be very funny to get a battle recap in real time. Yeah, Oh, for goodness sake! It was so close to being a perfect mission, and then the aliens, well, cheated against reaction fire, basically, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, that felt really cheap, and this is what frustrates me about this game, is that just I don't know what I could have done differently there to be slightly safer and to avoid that happening. Yeah, but I didn't even walk through the door, Jeremy. I just sort of I did walk through. He did go through the door and he shot the other guy, but then he went back into cover. And then the other alien came from presumably that small room that I mentioned and came back and got him. So yeah, I don't know. It's frustrating. And I feel like if the sides had been swapped over there, if I burst through the door like that, then I probably got hit by reaction fire. But on the flip side, I am pretty sure that my disgruntlement with reaction fire is very much what do we call it? Confirmation bias. So, yeah, I'm not going to be too. I'm trying not to be too salty about the reaction fire because it does. I did get actually. We got a hit. We got a kill from reaction fire earlier on in the mission. But yeah, having them. I don't know. I don't know what I could have done tactically there to be better. It just feels. Yeah, and it feels like every mission you just lose a soldier, and the best, even in the best of cases, you lose someone. We did get some accuracy buffs though, and we got quite a lot of speed buffs. That's probably because everybody is new and therefore has really low stats and therefore can level up quickly. But you know, it's still sort of worthwhile. Massive quantity of promotions from that mission because we've hired so many new soldiers that there's lots and lots of new ranks available. So that's good, I suppose. I don't know. We lost Caladrian the 5th. Is that Caladrian the 5th or Caladrian S? I'm not sure. I think it's probably 5th. Maybe I should be using Roman numerals. And he was a colonel as well. That's even more annoying. Although he only had 10 kills despite being a colonel. That seems like a bit of an over promotion, to be quite honest with you. Oh, okay. I got you, Jeremy. Sorry. I forget that YouTube has quite a lot more stream lag than Twitch does, I think. Right. Okay. Well, we didn't get any Elerium from that, which is a shame. But we did get some experience, and we only lost one guy. So I guess that's could be worse. There's still this base over here, which I want to try and farm, but so far the farming has not really happened because we haven't had a supply ship come out. But never mind. Let's just have some time pass. Where are you going? Oh, it's landed. I kind of don't care, but that means I'm just going to need to wait and shoot it down when it takes off again. I'm not going to bother with that. Ah, some more soldiers. Let's go and have a look at them then. So, soldiers. New people are at the bottom, as is traditional. So anyone with a firing accuracy of less than 55, we're going to sack. Like this guy. And this one. And her, because I'm, say, less than or equal to. I'm being... Wow, it's 3 in a row at that sort of level. I think I just fired someone I shouldn't have fired. But to be fair, they weren't very good. Oops. Did anyone see who that was? Yeah, there was some suggestion, actually, speaking of Roman numerals, and No God's comment there, that actually the Romans didn't use the subtractive thing, where you use things like IV for 4, and that was actually an invention by medieval scholars who wanted to sort of simplify things a little bit. Yeah, I don't recognise that reference, I'm afraid. YouTube has this. So I think the difference between YouTube and Twitch, Jeremy, is that YouTube is designed for watching videos. So if it buffers, it assumes you don't want to miss any of the video. So it'll pause briefly and then carry on from where it was before when the extra data arrives. So you gradually get further and further back. Twitch is designed for watching streams, so the idea is that you're always going to want to be as up to date as possible with it. And seeing what's happening live, so when it buffers, it skips forwards a little bit. It may also be the same for advert breaks, I'm not sure. Because I have YouTube Premium. I'm also going to sack Jeremy and replace him with a better Jeremy. And Glob, for the same reason. Because they're bad. And Barclay. Okay, that'll do. Actually, no, let's do Mark as well. Oh wait, he's in training. I shouldn't have got rid of him. He was in Psionic training. Right, we're not going to touch them anymore. Okay, so now we shall do some more. So we've got a few soldiers. I'm going to need to order another bajillion of them. We are down to $12 million though, which is a little unfortunate. I've been spending an enormous amount on buying people and then just sacking them all because they're all terrible. 16 is the most I can order in one go. Okay, fine. Did I accidentally? Oh no, I've got the right number. I didn't accidentally sack somebody who was in psionic training. Good. Okay, we had a Mark 6. That mark needs to be renamed from Mark 2 to Mark 3 because apparently I can't. I had 2 marks briefly, so let's fix that. Then we'll go down here. We'll name these people. So, oh, hang on. I've not been crossing people off on the list properly. Oh dear. So the last ones I named were presumably Beth and Chiron. So now we can have a new Luna. Luna the 3rd? No, Luna the 6th. Had lots of Lunas. Luna Tack. Good news, Tack. You're back in the game. In your fourth incarnation, and you're a better shot this time as well. Probably. Is that Calcium or Caladrian? I can't read my own handwriting. Oh, it's Calcium because Caladrian's further down the list. Oh dear. And Sam. Let's hope he's less of a Psyweenie this time. Did I put a number on Calcium? I did. Good. Sam and Zucker the 5th. Do we have room for Frederick? We do not. Okay. So, well, we've got five new squaddies in. Sorry, 5 new rookies in. We know they're all we know they're all manageable, passable shots. So, so that's probably that's potentially good. Yeah, sorry, Jeremy. If you're did you survive a terror mission? I didn't think I'd had anyone who'd survived. I thought I'd been losing soldiers so fast that there was nobody around who'd been in the terror missions all that from that long ago. I don't know. Why would anyone complain about learning the metric system? It's easy to learn. I can't remember what I probably did, but yes, you're probably right. Okay, I guess I'd better put another soldier into the fire, not the firestorm, the whippet. Crew. So we're not taking anyone between Mark and Gort. We'll take. Start down here. Actually, let's take Altrius because he's sort of up there. There's this sort of block of people here who've been around for a while, and then block of people down here. Oh, okay. We didn't have a full ship last time. Now we do. Good. So we have some peoples then. Oh no. We had a couple of people injured. That's why. So that's why we had room for Lunar and Tack. Okay, good. So we've got a full ship there. Yes. Let's go back to letting time pass until we get some people who are a bit more competent. There's a battleship. I guess we're going to watch a battleship fly around in circles for a little while. If it does land, actually, if it lands, then I'm going to go in and attack it, because I reckon that if we armor people properly, let's check the armor actually, because I'm pretty sure that's a snake men. Oh yeah, I know Americans are silly about Imperial, or about metric, but yeah, it's still not difficult. I suppose they complain about it, but yes, it's still not difficult. Yeah, okay, I will take your point. Yeah, as I say, as the saying goes, my car gets 50 rods to the hogshead, and that's how I 50 rods to the hogshead, and that's how I like it. I believe that's a Grandpa Simpson quote. Oh, there are all the flying suits. Power suit, power suit. Power suit for you. Power suit. To be honest, I could just give power suits to all the people who are just sitting around in the base not doing anything, because I've got enough of them now. But I won't. I think the thing that well, I suppose the thing that bugs me is whenever I'm watching a video with someone who's sort of an engineering type person, but is American and therefore ends up using imperial measurements, and then they start talking about sort of obscure amounts of inches like 3/16 or 5/32, and I have to think how it takes me a little while to work out which of those is actually bigger. The one that amuses me most actually is when they start using thous, because that is that's a weird metric shove onto imperial, because it refers to 1,000th of an inch. Now it obviously shouldn't be 1,000th of an inch. It should be 1,024th of an inch to keep the pattern going. Although that said, the whole point that switching around between numbers randomly is a whole thing in imperial anyway. So I'd give some examples, but I can't remember half of them because that's how ridiculous it is. I know it's 12 inches to a foot and 3 feet to a yard, but beyond that I start to struggle. Yeah, well, yeah, why not say Yes, exactly, Tack. Yes. Why say a nice convenient number? Why say a nice convenient number when you can come up with some sort of obscure fraction instead? Yeah. About the only thing imperial is good for is sort of colloquialisms. So saying that something is a couple of inches away. I mean, or if you're reversing into a parking space, it feels more natural to me at least. And I am a Brit, and therefore we have a very weird outlook on measurement systems. But it feels more natural to me to say you've got about another 4 inches to go than to say 10 centimeters. Although I would understand either of them. So I feel that using imperial tends to work for vague approximations when you want to say it's about that sort of distance, and it's sort of there. They tend to be convenient people sizes, which is well where they came from. Uh, oh yeah, I think I remember. I remember seeing something probably on Reddit where someone had a mnemonic for remembering probably how many feet there were in a mile. It had the word tomato in it somewhere, um, because it sounds vaguely like or show distance between hands, that works. It was something that sounded vaguely like the number that is the number of feet in a mile or whatever it was. It might have been pounds in a ton or something as well. I don't remember. And someone responded to it with, or alternatively, you could just say it's 1,000. That's nice and easy to remember as well, isn't it? And yeah, wouldn't it be easier if everything was just always 1,000? Do you think that battleship is actually going to land? True, the having more factors is useful. So yes, what we actually need is if only people had evolved with 12 fingers, so that the metric system was in base 12 rather than base 10, then we'd have the best of both. So actually, it's the fault of evolution that we didn't have two extra. Um, we didn't all evolve with two extra fingers that we counted in base 12. If we'd done that, then we'd be fine. You know what? I don't care. I'm just gonna ignore all these battleships. Hey, more soldiers. Let's go and see if any of these are any good. So down here. So we're saying 55 firing accuracy. So there we go. That one qualifies. That one does not. They don't. No. 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 Yes. Keep that one. No. 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 Have we got everybody on this planet every human who can shoot a gun accurately? Have we got them all killed by now? Is that the problem? Ooh, there's a good one. 70. Nice. I approve of 70. I don't really approve of 56, but it's just above the cut-off, so I guess I've got to keep them. Right, there we go. And now we're into the people we already had. So how many do we actually keep out? We hired 16. We kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So okay, 50%. It felt like 50, less. It felt like less than 50 as I was going through. But again, that's the old confirmation bias thing again. So who did we have last time? We had a Luna and we had a Tack and we got all the way down to Zucker. Cool. I've got to remember to learn to cross these names off as I write them, rather as I name them, rather than going in and going, who did we kill last time? Frederick II. That's a very royal sounding name. After Frederick, we have Levin, the 6th, and then Caladrian the 6th. Base 60 or 360. I mean, yes, they're very, very divisible, but actually, there are a lot of numbers that they are divisible by. But as a proportion of the number of numbers underneath them, I think they're worse than 12. I think 12 is probably better. Who did I get? Who did his name? I just did 11. Did I do a Caladrian? I can't remember. You guys distracting me with interesting conversations, or at least conversations about illogicities and things like that. Globber's done remarkably well at surviving. I think he got injured in a very, very early mission, so we've only got onto the second one. There we go. And I've now run out of people to name. I thought that was a zombie for a moment. Right, I've now run out of people to name people after. Name soldiers after. That said, actually, oh, hang on. Who died in the last mission? We lost a couple, didn't we? No, we lost somebody. So that'll be that'll be for this one. I didn't write their name down. Who was the most recent death? Wasn't. Which way? Oh, it's this way up. Oh, that was Caladrian the Fifth. Okay, so we've already done that one. True. 24 is a good number for similarly. Yeah. I do wonder how long it's going to be until we decimalize time. That's going to be a trickier one than most of the others because there's too many things that rely on it. What we actually should be doing is dividing the year up into 13 months, so that every month, because then every month could be exactly 4 weeks long, and you'd know that the first of a month was always a Monday that way. So if you said, okay, we'll meet on the first, you'd know that that would be a Monday. You would have one spare day at the end of the year. But the idea behind that is you just call that a null day. It doesn't have a day of the week name. It's just a day that everybody has off. You don't try and do anything at all. It just isn't really. I had a donation in from somebody who I don't think is a soldier here yet. So I'll try and remind myself what their ID was and then what their name was, and then name a soldier after them because that's how it works. There we go. So we've got one person left. This is now to be known as Rusty Poncho the First. He's not died yet at all. Right, so we now have quite a lot of soldiers, and they're all reasonably good at shooting. So we shall see how things go from here. Yeah, I know. I try very hard to use if I'm ever actually measuring anything. So if I'm being remotely precise, then yes, I will always use metric. And I've managed to get to the point where I'm happy with that. Occasionally I get sort of funny looks when I tell them I'm 180 centimeters tall, but you know, people seem to be reasonably. I've noticed in the last, I don't know how many years, but over relatively recently, people seem to have got a lot less confused when I say my weight in kilograms as opposed to in stone. So I don't know if that is people getting more used to it, or whether it's because I'm now mixing with more scientifically minded people, or what. To be honest, I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning behind it is, but yeah, it seems to be more normal these days to measure your weight in kilos. Oh, even more soldiers! Wow. Okay. Well, we'll go through and we'll fire the one to a useless, and then we'll 55 was the cutoff. So we'll fire the one to a useless, but we won't rename any of them just yet because I've run out of names. And we've got quite a lot of soldiers at this point. This is probably enough that I could actually have a B team again now, but I don't really want to. I want to have. I want to have. I don't really want to have an A team and a B team. I want to have a Psi team and a happy team. No, a psionically gifted team and a I suppose B team who aren't psionically gifted, who will send after the snake men and stuff like that if there's going to be much more of that. But I don't know if there is really. Okay, so we're halfway through the build time on the Scilab, and we've got 4 days into September. Okay, so there's another 27 days left before we'll actually get any psionics done. I don't care. Oh, that one. I suppose I care a little bit about that one. We can shoot it down if it comes the right way. Nah, it's just buggering off. Oh, this one's coming towards us. We can probably go and shoot that down. I wonder how the repairs are going on the Firestorm. It's still being repaired, blimey. Oh well, at least you'll be able to get to send them out like this. At least you can. Oh, have we run out of Elerium over here? You can't open a base like that. Down under. Have you not got any Elerium? Base information, stores. I've got 41 Elerium left. I don't know why that ran out of fuel quite so quickly then. Oh, yes I do. It's because they're repairing it first and they'll refuel it afterwards, probably. Yeah, so it's got 9%. Yeah, they're repairing the damage first and then refueling it afterwards. So it's at the moment it's been gone out on a few missions and hasn't been refueled when it came back because they're prioritizing repair, which is nonsense. to be quite honest with you. But still, that appears to be what they're doing. How fast are you? Too fast for a normal interceptor. Are you coming up close enough that it's worth shooting you down? Not really. It's idling around now. I mean, that's slow enough that a normal interceptor could take it on. I don't really have one over here though, so forget it. I don't care. Oh, that one's a bit closer. Maybe we can go and get that. Yeah, we'll go and shoot that one down. Yeah, at the moment my priority is basically research and psionics. So if we get some people psionically trained up and competent, then we can go out and take on all these sectoid threats, hopefully. I don't remember it being quite so difficult to get psionics up and running before. It's just being an enormous struggle of this game. I just don't seem to have the time to do it. And granted, this is... Oh, it's on the ground. Okay, I guess we're going to go out and... What is it? What sort of battleship is it? It's a sectoid one. I don't want to. No, I don't want to. Because we're just going to get the same thing that happened last time, where we go in with a load of people who are psionically untrained, and they just get absolutely hammered by psionically. Everything goes wrong, and we just have a total squad wipe again. There's no point. I'm not going after it. We can't. We don't have the facility. We don't have the troops to take on a sectoid battleship. If it had been a Snake Man one, then I'd have been tempted to give it a try, even though it means chrysalids, because at least chrysalids you can be slightly careful about. You can sort of see them coming to an extent, and if you lurk around outside and shoot them down as they come running out, then you've got a chance. Whereas the psionic attacks, when they just panic your entire squad, you can't do anything about it. So no, I'm not going after that. Even though I do really need the Elerium, I'm not. I'm just not. Oh, floaters. I remember those. Not seen any of them for a while. Yeah, they've they've scared me off from attacking their battleships, I'm afraid. It's true. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping to farm the base, so when the supply ships come out and go and raid them. But if the supply ships don't come, what can I do? Ethereal. How fast are you moving? 2700. That's quite quick. Can't catch that. We've got a firestorm there. Okay, so as it heads up the Americas, we can launch the firestorm at about this point and go out and take it out. As I've been saying, my priority for today's session is largely to get one of those. Is largely to try and get towards getting psionics up and working. Oh, run out of Elerium at Cigar Box. Okay. How much have we actually got at Bagelville? Stores. Elerium. Here it is. Elerium, 173. Okay, we'll send 50 over to other place, to Cigar Box, because we do need to keep these craft running, really. 50. But yeah, if it gets any lower, we are gonna need to go out and go after the base, unfortunately. I feel like I need to launch the firestorm before it quite ends up at my base. I mean, I know this one isn't going to attack it, but it feels like it's heading in that direction. Yeah, floater mission in the desert doesn't sound too dangerous. They tend to just drift around, and you can skeet shoot them most of the time. Oh yes, I forgot to do the prediction thing again, didn't I? Choose outcome. That was a 1 to 2 because we lost one soldier in the last mission in a rather frustrating way. So 995 crumbs for Madman, and did somebody else bet that one? I can't tell. No, just one person. Cool. There we go. There's the Elerium. Hey, hooray! We finished the research into the Avenger. So yeah, the Avenger can go in and prod Buttock appropriately. It's nice and quick. Can fit lots of people in it. It's quite tough. It's just, yeah, and this is the one that's capable of going to Mars as well. So yes. So we can now do more projects. We could. I'm sort of tempted to go through and pick off all the sort of the little nonsense things like the alien, like the box text ones that just tell you a little bits of stuff about the aliens. I am going to need to make an Avenger. How much does that cost? In stuff rather than in Elerium specifically. Oh, actually it doesn't. Okay, so I could actually just get this built now. We'll get this starting to build. We've got all the stuff. We've got loads of stuff for making it. All right, let's do that. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford to fuel it, but we can at least build one. And then it'll be there when we need it. Yes, I've been efficient. I've been very efficient at getting people killed. All right, let's do some corpses. Research the corpses then, since that's a suggestion I've had. So we'll cancel that one, and we'll start. Should we just start with the top with the corpses? So we'll go with the ethereal first. Could be an interesting one. It's only 3 days till that building's finished. We can put twice as many soldiers into psionic training. The problem is, it's going to be a month and a half until we actually get anything useful out of it. Where are you going? You're going that way. I'm just going to let it go. I don't care. How fast are you? You're 2200, so we can't catch you from down here. This one's going to be fairly close. I can get that one. Yeah, I suppose I could have multiple research projects going at the same time. And you're right. The corpses should generally be pretty quick. But I don't know. I feel like I might as well just concentrate on one thing at a time. I don't think there's any advantage to doing two in parallel, apart from slightly less clicking, and maybe I don't know. I believe the research takes is simply it's an amount of time for the research divided by the number of scientists you throw at it. I don't think there's any sort of diminishing returns for throwing too many scientists at a project, even if that might be slightly more realistic. How fast are you? 2400. Still not going to be able to catch it. Although, you know, if it's going to come that close, we're going to try. I don't think the interceptor is going to be able to intercept it, but ooh, there's no harm in trying. I should have tried slightly sooner. Nah, it's getting away. Ooh, no, it's not. All right. Well, that's good. I mean, we're just using easily replaceable hydrocarbons instead of Elerium for flying these ones around. Oh, nope, it's getting away. Well, we tried. I suppose if I get to disengage from combat, they should be able to as well. It's only fair. Oh, it's caught up with it again. That's a very careless UFO. The ice missions are kind of cool, and you almost never get to go on them, so I'm quite tempted to do it again. So what was this? What is this? This is floaters from a medium scout. All right, let's do that. We've not seen floaters for ages, and they're not particularly dangerous. So let's go after that. And as I say, the ice flow ones are kind of cool and interesting and different. Yep, I'll do this, and then I think I'll end the stream because it is 10 past 11 now, and therefore it's going to be bedtime fairly soon. I will also knock down this this UFO that's coming up over here, though. And if you think about how many aliens we're killing by shooting down their UFOs, we're doing really, really well. It's only when we go in to try and go toe-to-toe with them with their soldiers and guns that we're doing badly. Problem is, that's the only way to get the Elerium, of course. This is ridiculous. Just so many UFOs. Oh, there's the second Scilab. Let's put some people in training, because we might as well. There we go. Oh, we'll finish research. Physically retarded, seems incapable of sustaining life functions. Muscles atrophy and internal organs appear undeveloped. So sensory organs do not appear to function at all. The brain, however, is well developed and draws on a high proportion of the body's blood supply. It's a mystery as to how this creature can sustain itself without external support. Well, I mean, that's why they have the big cape things, I suppose. I don't know. It's an alien. You'd think that I mean, yeah. You'd think they'd at least be vaguely capable of keeping themselves alive and moving and stuff. We don't have any more soldiers here, do we? We've got all of. Oh no, we've got nearly all of them inside training. I should probably send some more over from Bagelville over to be trained over here, but meh. Just leave it as it is. I don't care. Oh, is it going to be dark by the time? No, I don't think it's going to be dark by the time we get there, because it is currently summer in the northern hemisphere. It's September. It's summer enough. All right, let's go. Yeah, I could say the send the no-namers over, but then I'd probably just want to bring them back fairly soon because I'd be running out of. Do we have enough ammo for these? Yes, we do. Because I'd want to send them back because was getting people killed and I wanted more soldiers, or I just end up with huge numbers of soldiers of various types. Right, so I give that to everyone. I want to give this loadout to everybody button. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be a thing. And there's no need to worry about psionics here, so I'm giving them slightly better weapons. I'm working on the theory that the plasma rifles are slightly more effective than the heavy plasmas because they're a bit lighter. You can put more fire down with them, basically. Okay, so we're right on the edge of the map. Let's drop out here. You know what? I should do a prediction. I should offer a prediction, especially if we've just started getting shot at. All right, there you go. I'll give you a slight bonus in how quickly you get to choose on this one. And as we just demonstrated, this is the reason why I normally chuck out a smoke grenade and then just wait, because yeah, there's a bit of a tendency to pop out of the ship and find someone waiting for you like that with full-time units. However, they haven't managed to crack through Al's armor, so that seems to be okay. It's a taste of his own medicine. Please hit. Thank you. Please kill. Maybe we should have come in with heavy plasmas. I didn't think the floaters were this tough. That's some good shooting from Peter 7. Okay, so Peter 7 is a really good shot. He's a complete and utter Psy-weenie, but he's a really... Well, actually, he's got short shoots to 58, but all three of those shots he fired went almost exactly where they should have done. So, apparently numbers aren't all there is to it. Maybe you just got lucky that time, I don't know. This is XCOM, it's all a bit weird. Oh, we haven't shot a hole in the ship. The Elerium might have survived. I hope it has. I could kind of do with some of that. Haha! The floater's big advantage over humanity is no longer a thing because now I can fly too. Mwahahahaha. Megalomania. Also flying soldiers. Excellent. Well, some flying soldiers, some not so flying. Like this guy? Yeah, he's not a flyer. Deploy. You are a flyer, you can go up here. Even though you won't be able to shoot when you get there. That's fine though, we'll save that for a future turn. Can I get you to there? Yes, I can. hiding under the Sky Ranger feels quite a good idea because there's a little bit of cover afforded from the wheels. Some of the shots that came in that floater was firing at Altrius in the last turn, sorry, in this turn, at the beginning, earlier in the turn, hit the wheels instead of him. So it seems like a good place to go and stand. And Altrius is still absolutely fine despite having been. I think he got hit once, maybe twice. Ooh, that's less good. Okay, there's the floater. Let's do the return fire thing then. Ooh, nearly. Less nearly. Or more nearly, I don't know. It was a hit anyway, is what I was thinking. So just generally better. So we can send a couple of flyers out to do the scouting like this, and then the people who are staying behind can provide the covering fire to, yes, any to take down any aliens they spot like this. It's a good technique. Works well, and this is basically well, sometimes it works well. Sometimes not so much. What are you doing, Biomond? You've got a firing accuracy of 66. That's not bad. You should be able to hit something with a firing accuracy of 66. Let's give you a 7th shot. Oh, there we go. Oh, and that's it. There we go. Who bet 0 kill? Who bet 0 deaths? Yes, I suppose he did hit the UFO, but he's not a pilot. He's not supposed to be hitting the UFO. Flawless victory. Well, not quite flawless. We got shot at a couple of times, but pretty good. You should have more faith in. You shouldn't have more faith in me. Okay, so we recovered a small amount of alloys. We didn't get any Elerium from it. That's a shame. We did manage to kill 3 aliens, and there were some more dead ones in there. But obviously killed when the flight system cooked off. Accuracy buffs for people who actually did some shooting or got the kills, probably. Time unit buffs. Ooh, lots of time unit buffs for Biomond. I don't know why. He wandered out of the Sky Ranger and just stood there shooting wildly at a couple of aliens. But oh well, I guess I won't complain. Some promotions as well. Congrats, Peter 7, the Psyweenie, is now a commander. That feels concerning. What's going on over here? Okay, there's a UFO very close to this firestorm. Let's go and take it out. Bop. Well, that was easy. Okay, so let's bring the I was gonna say let's bring that one home. And then decide, and then call it a night. Yeah. So as ever, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. And the sheer what? Oh, did I click cancel? Where's the other one? I thought it said there's. Oh, is that the other? Yeah. Okay. There's 2 over Australia at the moment. Right. Okay. Yes. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. Even if we did have one really bad mission, I've mostly recovered from my saltiness from that mission. Yes, that's true. I've been pushing quite hard for trying to advance through time at a decent rate and to try and get try and get the psionics up and just psionicking because it was getting very frustrating basically. But they're just I don't know whether it's a game balance thing or I don't know whether I'm doing something odd and funny or weird and it's just not playing the game as it's intended to be played, or maybe it's because I've got too much coverage, or I don't know. But we seem to be getting an awful lot of UFOs flying around, and I feel like I should at least try and shoot most of them down. At least the ones that come remotely near one of my bases. What are you doing? Apart from going very slowly. I could take you out with an interceptor. Except I don't think it's got the range. Let's try it. Yeah, I don't know whether it's just the game wasn't really designed to be working at this point, whether I've been doing research too slowly and therefore I'm not in as late a game stage as I'm supposed to be at this point in the game. I honestly don't know, but it does feel that the number of UFOs there are around at the moment is absolutely ridiculous. I feel like you should have 1 a day or something like that, and the way this is going, I mean, all of those, I was going to say all of those have appeared in the time it took to fly back from the ice sheet. That's not quite true. But there seems to be too many UFOs around. Anyway, that's not too much of a problem. I suppose if anything, it's sort of a target-rich environment. Oh well, the crumbs are cheap to get. You'll get more back soon. Um, Thanks. I'll have to check that out. Yeah. I think you might be right, Jeremy. It might be just be that because yes, I have coverage of basically all of the land masses of the world. That yeah, we just see all of the UFOs. Maybe there were just as many of them back in April or whenever it was that the game starts. You could well be right. And maybe I'm just being a bit too obsessive with trying to take as many of them down as I can. I don't know. But anyway, it's been fun. Fun in the Dwarf Fortress way, I suspect today a little bit. But thanks for watching. I'll be back next Wednesday when once again the main push of the run will be attempting to finish September. So we shall see how that goes. What else is happening? Oh yes, there was a Factorio video came out earlier this evening, so please go. I recommend going and watching that if you haven't already. There's a rather interesting system that's been designed in there. That was actually supposed to come out yesterday, but I haven't managed to automate the two-stage video release properly yet, so it didn't come out when it was supposed to. I think there is one final GTA video in the pipeline that's going to come out tomorrow, if I remember. I think I've already set that to come out tomorrow. Before I run out of ones that I've got in the buffer, so I need to make some more there. But there'll be Factorio videos on Friday and Saturday as usual, and there's some other things I want, a load of other videos I want to make as well at the moment. There's another about 4 different series that I want to put videos into, so there should be lots of stuff to come as once I have time to make the videos. So once again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the stream, and it sounds like you all have. And the fact that you're all still here makes me pretty confident that you've had fun. So as ever, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you at some point in the future in an upcoming video. Bye bye.